It's time once again for Fan Mail Live! New Year 2022. And exciting news. Before we get into the announcements, we've got an update on the tyre slasher, apparently. So take it away, Morgan.
Yeah.
First of all, what up, G's? Second of all, I've cited the tire slasher through the internet. James hasn't confirmed yet, but it has to be him. So
I didn't confirm. I'm pretty sure it is him, actually. The more I think about it, because the problem is I saw his whole body.
Let me tell the story first.
I'm sorry.
Holy schmoly. Can we have just a little decorum?
Well, Pill's asking as well. We should probably just quickly recap for those who don't know what the tire slasher incident was about.
James works at a bike shop. Well, it's a bike center.
Let me do the prequel.
Well, it has the city of Santa Monica. It's actually the city of Santa Monica is near the beach.
So no, this is more important. I have lived in the same apartment for nearly 15 years, and I bike or skate or walk or run or bus or anything to the promenade.
He's doing it right now.
The whole time. But on one day, I was asked to come down to the bike center when I was leaving an audition, so maybe one time out of 10 in my life I drove to the promenade, parked. I'm working at the bike shop. Somebody walks by the bike shop saying, F these effing cars, off all of them. Walks in, and I start hearing what I think is shattered glass.
Just to clarify, this is not me.
This is
I'm not the tire slasher.
There's a man,
it sounds like
a
me,
white
though.
male that looks kind of like a skater. I don't know. Just walking by screaming, saying, F all the cars in LA. He goes into a parking structure that I've just parked at minutes before, and I think I hear shattering glass, but what turns out is he slashed over 20 cars' tires. And it was the sound of going, psh, psh, psh. And people were coming to their cars crying because nothing's covered. When your tires are slashed at that place, they don't cover it.
Have you ever slashed a tire or stabbed a tire? It's hard.
No, I have.
I can imagine.
Did he have an ice pick? Yeah, the tire is made to not be punctured.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think what it is when you've punctured one or two, you get a rhythm, and you can just go.
Oh yeah, it's once you get good at it.
The first one's hard, but once you get the rhythm of slashing tires, tires.
I can't imagine that you just walk up to a tire and stab it hard enough the first try, because you're like, oh, I guess this knife will do most of the work. It'll just puncture through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happened. And luckily my car was not slashed, but I had parked one floor up. Every car beneath me, I think it was only 10 cars, but every tire of theirs were slashed.
So I read Reddit all day, every day. Every time you don't see me on screen, I'm just reading Reddit. I say I'm at work or whatever, I'm just reading. That's all I do all day. And on our Los Angeles, someone posted, hey, I just saw this guy slashing tires at Rose and 3rd, and posted 3 pictures of the guy, and I can't imagine that there are 2 tire slashers in the Venice area like that. It has to be the same guy, right?
It must be.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be. And James will not confirm it.
The problem is it's one picture of just his from his chest to his head.
His face? Yeah, it's his profile. That's how you identify people. You're like, if I could just see his belly, I'd figure it out.
I saw the guy stomp past me in probably what I'd say is maybe a 15-foot panoramic view of him stomping past me, and then I didn't see him after that. The guy I worked with chased after him, but I didn't. He
chased after him? That's dumb stuff.
It's exactly what I said. I said, no car is worth chasing after somebody with a knife. But he was, he's a lot younger, and he thinks it's important for him to be the hero, which, to each their own. I only saw the guy for 15 seconds, and he was stomping by screaming. So
I just thought it would be important to you to remember his face. So this is why eyewitness accounts are so terrible. James can't even identify this guy a couple weeks later with a clear picture.
Well, I was going to say,
a month ago.
It was. But, I mean, is it fair to say from the picture that it could be him? You're not discounting it.
Oh, it probably is him. I wouldn't.
I can't imagine it's not him.
It's a bit bizarre if there's... Yeah, it's like Morgan says. If there's a bunch of people doing this, then...
But I should send that to... the guy that chased after him is my friend that was looking for a vegan roommate. So he would definitely remember him. I will. I'll send it to him later today and say...
a vegan that works at a bike shop? I doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, he's
That's a stereotype, just so you know.
I didn't know that. I thought you were doubting him. I was like, no, he seems like he's pretty vegan.
No, those like anarchist biker guys on the single speeds.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
exactly what he is.
I know exactly.
You met him? Are you friends with him?
No, it's a stereotype. You like as soon as you started saying all the things that he's into, I'm like, oh, I know this person.
Yeah, he's an anarchist, single speed, bike riding, bike working vegan.
Yeah, I know, with the chain wallet and everything.
Yeah, and did time in jail, but he's cleaned up his act. He's a good boy now.
As good as we can be.
You'd love him. You would love him. In fact, I don't want you to meet him because you're my best friend. I don't want to lose you to this biker boy.
Well, if we get confirmation at some point in the future, maybe I'll search the LAPD mugshots and see if he got picked up. We get a clear shot.
Allegedly,
he must
unless
be
they
known.
caught the wrong guy, the cops told us they caught him.
Yeah, but
that was a couple months ago. That's about how long it would take for him to get out.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, probably.
That's true.
Yeah, I bet he's known. He must be known to the police. He's got to be.
Get out and take care of it. I was wondering because I live in.
Have heard of Reddit? I think that's the disconnect.
I don't think they have. I live in Manhattan Beach and we have no homeless people here. I was kind of wondering like how that happens because everywhere in LA there's there's a lot of unhoused people, and it's because the cops just harass the hell out of them the second they land here. I've only seen one homeless person in this whole 6-block radius, and they had 2 cops standing over him talking to him immediately.
You live in the most open air gated community in LA.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably it has to be in the top 100 neighborhoods in the world, right?
Probably.
Maybe top 10.
I mean, I don't know. Aaron and I a lifetime ago wanted to buy a place in Manhattan Beach, but we missed that.
Yeah. That boat.
And now
that boat sailed away.
Yeah.
We have some housekeeping to do.
No. Okay, do it.
Okay. Hello, Pill. Hello, Crispy AI. Also, Zach is in the chat. Zach, get in the car. Get down here. We need you because we've got something cool lined up for a little while, and we need you here for that. I have an announcement, a big announcement. It's the biggest announcement of the year. The Zach and Mo movie podcast. Is that what you call it these days?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. The Zach and Mo movie podcast is officially on iTunes.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Apple Doodah. So now you can, it's only taken forever for us to convince Tim Cook that it's safe enough to carry on Apple Podcasts.
Is that guy still even working there?
I think so. But there you go.
I'm not at any liberty to talk about any relationship I have with anybody that we've talked about.
Zach and Mo do a podcast.
Wait.
Oh, I know Zach and Mo, though.
Wait, do you know Tim Cook?
I can't say.
Wait, do you know him?
I told you I can't talk about anybody that I may or may not know or have any sort of relationship with.
So no, he doesn't know him.
Yeah, not even close.
Okay. Yeah. I think I had another announcement and I can't remember what it was.
Aaron's boss was once in a meeting online with them.
Oh, really?
I'm not supposed to say.
Okay.
Why are you doxing your wife now they know where she works? Like, wait.
I know. It's like you're whispering it into a microphone, which is broadcast to the internet. Like, what are you doing?
Don't tell anybody.
He just doesn't want Aaron to hear.
Yeah, because he knows he just gets it.
Because he knows he's not supposed to talk about it.
I didn't get to. There's so many things I'm not allowed to tell anybody about. God,
can you imagine telling James a secret, knowing your life depended on it? Like, how in fear would you be at every moment?
I understand the pain because there's a lot of things I can't talk about, but that's why I don't talk about them. I don't.
What?
Whisper
like
them
what,
quietly.
Danny?
Well, no, I can't tell you about them because they're secrets.
Legally, if you whisper quiet enough, it doesn't count.
I think, okay.
Oh
yeah. So that's the other thing. We're going to do some fan mail. We've got a couple of videos to go through, I think. And then once we've done that, we may or may not. No, we should have time. I've set up something special for everyone. It's a surprise. It's going to be
We don't
fun.
know what it is.
Even James and Morgan don't know what it is. Zach, we need Zach here for it as well.
Us,
Hopefully he
the
turns
boys.
up. But yeah, so stay tuned for something exciting in a little while.
All right. So what I need to say is, before
Yes.
you run the intro, give me a warning because I'm going to use that time I'm not allowed to talk to go get my coffee. Is that fair?
Yes.
James, you showed up like 10 minutes late. You didn't make coffee?
I wasn't 10 minutes late. Was it?
Yeah. It's not a 24-hour stream, Pill. It's something that will happen on this stream. So it's something that will happen today. It is,
And this stream's going to last 24 hours? I wish you would have told me.
No.
I'm down.
All right, well, welcome to the 24-hour stream, guys.
But as far as the 24-hour
Buckle
race
in.
goes,
James is just holding us back.
oh yeah, Zach's asking me to be honest about the podcast thing. The podcast has been ready to go on iTunes for about a month. I just forgot to submit some information, so that's kind of I have to be honest about that. It wasn't, yeah.
Well, the
It
thing
wasn't
is,
my hookup. It wasn't
I've
my
been called
hookup
out.
with him.
it's
No,
notoriously slow to get stuff on there.
Well, you see, I set it all up, and then he said it was pending approval, yeah? And then it turns out it came back because it needed a couple of little extra bits of information, but they didn't email me to tell me that, so I just kind of been sat around waiting. And then I thought I should log in and check that because it's been a while. Basically, it's my
But
fault.
we've been on Spotify the whole time.
Yes, and all
Yeah.
the other podcasters. It's just the Apple one. But we're on the Apple
Yeah.
one as well. Or I say we, you and Zach are on the Apple one.
Yeah, maybe someday, James.
Thanks, Zach,
Maybe.
for calling me out there on Discord. Okay, so I'm going to roll the intro. Are you ready? See if you can get
Yeah,
your
I'm
coffee
ready.
ready before we can go back. Go, go, go. Yeah, he has a criminally short amount of time to get back before the intro ends. And
No
he
way he
failed.
makes it.
Yep, no,
Zero
he's-
chance. Oh, and there's none. Where's James?
James is just a blue. I think I prefer him as a blue box.
It's a lot quieter in here.
Pill, the Dark Souls race. I think we still plan to do that sometime. Maybe that will be this year's 24-hour stream. 24-hour streams for
Well,
charity.
the Dark Souls race should be less than 10 hours.
Yeah, it may not even be a 24. It might be a charity stream. They don't all have to be 24 hours. We've set a pretty bad.
We should
precedent
set
for
up like
ourselves.
a gambling system where you could like gamble your donation for who you think's going to win.
Oh, did I miss anything?
Yeah, James.
Well, I think like we'd just pick the charity. Like we'd all pick a charity each, and the winner that's where the money goes to. Something like that. But yeah, we take that offline. We'll figure it out. That'll be this year's charity. But yeah, charity streams would be once, maybe twice a year tops. So it'll probably be this year at some stage, maybe, perhaps. Anyway,
There it is. First video up, 8 Doors, the humble choice. James, did we get them all up before the end of the...
We did. Fling was the final one. But I don't think we're going to have that problem ever again. I think until Christmas of next year. It's just Christmas and Thanksgiving are tough holidays.
Well,
It
I
seemed
think
like
that people
Halloween.
should... I think we've all learned our lesson, right? People are going to stop getting together for these holidays.
Yeah, it was a hard lesson to learn, but it was not a good holiday. And I'll tell you one other thing. Now it's the gift that keeps on giving. Omnicrom. I gotta make sure that today I cancel my hotel because Sketchfest is canceled. I should have known.
sorry.
I
what
told
was
you
that?
guys.
On Omnicron.
Omnicrom.
Yeah, we had an N into it.
On Omnicron.
Well, I don't. Which way's right for the disease?
There's no
Omicron?
N in it.
There's no N,
Not in the middle.
It's
so it's Omnicro.
no, it's Omicron.
Nope.
Omicron. That's dumb.
You're saying like omnivore, like omni, but it's just
Yeah.
omni.
Omi.
No N. You got
I
it.
mean-
You'll figure it out. All right,
Anyway.
8 Doors, the humble choice. First up, James Heaney. First.
This was, you know what? After everything you did, James, that was disgusting. I was so upset with you.
I know. I know.
You had the goal to go in and put first on your own video. It was just,
It was really, honestly, it wasn't even done, like, you couldn't watch it yet. It was so pixelated. It was seconds after it was publishable. I was first. And no one can take that away from me.
yeah, because you published it.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
It's disgraceful, and you should be ashamed. Brad Hahn, for some reason, this reminds me of Hollow Knight. Not sure what that is, though.
What Hollow Knight is? It's a side-scrolling game. Very similar to this.
No, James. He's not sure what reminds him of Hollow Knight.
Oh.
Hollow Knight
I
is
haven't played
fantastic.
Hollow
I get those vibes as well. Maybe since it's black and white? Question marks from Spartan 31.
Oh, I didn't think Hollow Knight was black and white. I thought it had like blues and stuff in it. Thought it was a very blue-hued game, but I don't know.
It's definitely the hand-drawn nature, right? Hollow Knight's got a hand-drawn effect to it. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I don't know. You might be crazy.
I've
Then
never played
Pelagius
Hollow Knight.
comes in and he said, "So this is yet another side-scrolly Metrovanish slasher." Okay. Yeah, that is one thing that they give you a lot of in Humble Bundles, and I think it's because there's a huge saturation of the side-scrolling Metrovanish slashers.
Yeah, there's definitely an art connection. It definitely Hollow Knight also looks a little hand-drawn.
I honestly really like that style of game. If you've got some art that you want to share with the world, it's kind of easy to put into one of those styles of games.
You heard it here. Making video games is easy. Making art is easy. Everyone who does it is lazy.
Just slam it together and put it into a side-scrolling roguelike.
James, when does your video game come out?
I don't think it's gonna. I'm working on it. Watch Shang-Chi. You know, when everyone talking about that one thing about the movie, you know it's gonna suck. And the more petty the thing, the worse the movie is. Shang-Chi is exactly that. Really? I loved the movie. I loved it. Everyone's going crazy about the bus fight scene. And granted, it's the highlight of the movie. But there's another scene that I think about that is pretty good. Yet everything else about it is just not great. Spoilers. Okay. Well, everybody we're about to spoil, I think. I haven't read, but he's warning me it's a spoiler, and I've seen it. So I'm going to read it. Here it is.
But it's not about Shang-Chi.
Yeah, it is about Shang-Chi.
No, it's not. Read it.
Okay, the Gate Between Worlds thing, freaking Shadow Warrior did a better play on it. And it's a game that basically compilation of cussing, Comey one-liners, and terrible puns. Corny.
One-liners? Comey one-liners.
Comey one-liners. That is not is that an RM? Am I losing my vision? That's an M.
You're
Comey one.
Bill, you're comparing the game Shadow Warrior to the movie Shang-Chi.
Sorry, Pill. I can't get behind you on that one. Where can I find this podcast? I think they're talking about the podcast I'm working on, or are we talking about a different one?
What podcast you're working on?
Did you talk about a podcast in this video?
Probably. I think James was trying to get on Zach and Mo.
Oh, it's possible. It's possible.
Okay. So, Botnet, you can find it on Spotify. You can find it on Apple now. You can find it on wherever podcasts go when they die.
We should plug all of our podcasts just to make sure the bases are covered, I guess.
Danny, do you have a podcast?
I don't have a podcast, but I'm considering doing one.
On what?
On British sitcoms or Britcoms. It'd be me and Zach.
Oh, I want in. Zach? That guy?
That guy.
But I actually like British TV. He hates British TV.
No. I think he was supposed to talk to you because the idea is we would introduce you to the obscure ones and then we'd get your opinion on it. Oh,
I love it. Yeah. My vein is like older British detective shows.
Interesting. James looks upset because he's left out again. But there's also alchemy.
James, get a hobby. Find something that you like British TV shows or something, and then pitch it.
James has a podcast. He has a podcast that's far more successful than ours.
Yeah. Stop breaking a Bear Supply to do your little podcast, and then you can come around and we can do a real podcast.
I'm down to do more podcasts. I guess I haven't really announced the podcast I've been working on the technical side of. Which I thought maybe I had talked about in this, but I'm not. I haven't signed any NDAs, so I wouldn't get in trouble. But it's not available publicly, anyways, so it's not really that exciting to talk about.
You're doing the tech part of it?
Yeah, I'm recording and editing and engineering a podcast. I'm getting paid.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Well,
yeah, it's got a Major League Baseball player in it, and
this explains why it isn't publicly available.
Yeah. It's only available to other Major League Baseball players and like sports people. It's like a financial advising thing.
Pyramid scheme. Cool.
Weird.
Yeah,
Very weird.
basically it's a pyramid scheme. Yeah, but
Okay.
luckily, all I got to do is go in, set up microphones, record, edit, and that's it. And I get to learn a little bit while I'm listening to the podcast because I don't know anything about finance or legal stuff. So
Cool.
yeah. But I also do a Brief News Brief, which has been on a break since Thanksgiving. We're coming back this week, and there's Alchemy This, which our show in Sketchfest has been canceled.
You guys are doing the last week tonight schedule,
What's the last week tonight schedule?
where they just go off air for weeks on end and then come back.
Yeah, it was just too busy. I was crazy during the holidays and stuff, so we took a break and we're coming back. And yeah, I think we're ready for it.
All right.
Hopefully.
Greek. Memories of Azure.
This game was fun. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't co-op, but in general, it was fun. Zach,
Yeah.
if you're going to be here, announce yourself. I don't want you hiding in the corners. There he is.
I thought my little pew 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 pews was the announcement.
Nobody heard that.
Oh,
I heard it.
Yeah, I actually didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
surprising.
Oh well.
Yeah, this game was really cool. I did kind of want to play it as a co-op game, but I think the entire mechanics of the game they built is about controlling the three at the same time and the difficulty of juggling that.
Oh, James, Crispy Eye is asking, has Sketchfest been canned or just the AT appearance? The Alchemy This
All of
appearance?
Sketchfest, they haven't canceled it. I shouldn't call it that. They have postponed it. So they are postponing it, and it's supposed to be happening, I don't know, I guess in the summer when they're expecting the numbers to get better.
Ooh, I would rather go to San Francisco in the summer. Going there in January is always a nightmare.
Oh my
If
God,
you haven't been to
it's-
San Francisco fucking sucks.
It is.
Whoa!
It is a hellscape.
I fucking love that city, people.
No, it's
Well,
trash.
yeah,
It's been like
I
more
mean,
than
this
5
makes
years
sense,
since you've been
actually.
It's been more than 5 years, I would say.
It's changed. It's like, what if Venice was like 1,000 times more dangerous?
No, come on.
I don't know. Where do you go to?
We're dangerous?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where do you guys
there was-
venture when you go to fucking San Francisco?
We go all
Financial
over the
district?
city.
All over the
over.
city?
We
There's
do because
nothing-
we perform all over, and then there's like events, like parties for the performers. Like
right. You're those kind of
like-
people.
Yeah.
You got to perform for the lowest common denominator, I guess.
You know, my biggest gripe with San Francisco is that they're all liberal and progressive or whatever, but you can't get one vegan meal that isn't made by a cult leader there. It's very specific, but it's the truth.
And
My
Danny,
is
that is
that
what I'm
people
always
shout
saying.
People shout across the street at me like I don't have that happen here in California, where they
What?
like shout.
You've
at
never
me.
had somebody
Francisco's
shout at you in
California,
Venice.
dude. San Francisco's California.
James doesn't know this.
Oh.
He's from the Midwest.
You're saying that San Francisco is in the same state as Los Angeles?
I think so.
Well, I guess we'll.
I have
to
a
agree to
small
disagree.
inkling that that's the case. Alcatraz. Come on. Who doesn't like going to Alcatraz?
I haven't been there.
The
I haven't
Art
been to
District,
Alcatraz.
Nob Hill.
I've been to Nob Hill and the Art District.
I was gonna
I
say.
used to deliver gun safes into San Francisco. It was gnarly. You'd have to
Here
like
comes
push
the
'em into,
curveball
They
from the
added-
vegan.
They
You'd have
added
to-
that into Grand Theft Auto. What do you mean? What's-
Why can't I get a vegan meal here? Also, take your gun rack. Take your gun safe.
They're not mutually exclusive. I don't know why you think they are.
I think they should be.
But you'd have to take these giant gun safes and like push them down into these little tiny basements that they have under like the old root cellars in those buildings. It's terrible.
Oh man, those Second Amendment rights, liberal vegans. You'll take my gun over my dead body.
Either way,
Morgan's
San Francisco
background
sucks.
looks
Wait a
like a bus driver's seat. What does that mean? I don't remember a bus driver's seat.
Yeah, I had like a. I've been switching up my backgrounds to do like different early '90s, late '80s stuff or
Okay.
vaporware, pixelated.
It looks
Just
like
switching it up.
Double Dragon, like alleyway.
Yeah, this is a good one. This one's cool, but yeah, switching it up.
Never been yelled at in Venice. That's funny. People know you there. They're always yelling at you.
I mean,
Remember when that guy was slashing the tires? He's like, "Hey James, come on over and help me out." And you're like, "No."
Oh, you missed the update. There, I have seen the Tyler Slasher, a picture of him.
I heard on Reddit, right?
Yeah.
The source of tracking down homeless vagrants.
All right, Crispy says half an hour in, and James reveals that he's running the game off of a mechanical hard drive running off of a passive USB hub. Let's be honest, the man's a disgrace.
Yes.
I don't know what he means. I
The
don't get it.
video
I mean,
is
it's
36
gnarly.
minutes long and 15 seconds, and literally at the 30-minute mark, you make that comment. Because I was just like, does that really happen? I went to 30 minutes on the spot, and it's just like, there you are. I'm running this on a USB drive. It's powered. It's plugged into the wall. You know, sometimes you got to plug some stuff in the wall. Those USB drives, you don't got to plug in the wall.
Back from my travels, and I hadn't gotten out the stuff that I usually use to plug in my hard drives into the computer.
Wait, can we just? Why do you have a loose hard drive rattling around that you plug into random different computers?
The games that I play are installed on an external hard drive.
Okay, there it is.
And I plug it into my laptop, and I play the games on my laptop. And when I'm traveling, that's how I play games. But when I'm
and it's not a. Wait, didn't we buy a very nice SSDs?
Yeah, and that is what I use to record on. That's what I have installed to use as my raw footage.
James, you need another SSD.
I don't need
Love
another
your
SSD.
understanding
James?
of writing and reading on drives. Like, it's a solid state drive, so it must be fast enough.
You know, it's great because Microsoft and Nvidia and ATI are all working together on this fantastic technology where you can stream game textures directly from fast SSDs straight into the video buffer. And PlayStation 5 does all that stuff. And, you know, James is plugging in his floppy disk drive and then he's loading them all off 3.5-inch diskettes. And he's wondering, why is it taking too long to load? I don't understand why the textures.
1.44 megabytes.
Well, honestly, it wasn't really even the game that was having that much problems. It was that I was also running my microphone through the no power USB like passive thing, and my camera. So my camera was what actually was the problem. It was glitching a little.
You were trying to power a bunch of stuff through a non-powered USB hub.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sick.
You will never change, James. You do you. Let's see.
Ulisile.net. I would try this one. I feel like I could get a fun 4 hours out of it. I think that's true. It's got a neat little mechanic in it.
Yeah.
Pelagios.
And then Pelagius says it looks more Norse or say Germanic than Greek. 1329. Is that because of the skirt, James? Shame on you. I have no idea. Oh gosh, what did I do? I mean,
Oh.
Oh my god, I love that move. Because of the skirt.
James being creepy. Oh, you can see my background there too.
Oh yeah, let's
Yes.
see that again. I want to see the bus driver.
I'm not sure if it comes up on.
James edited all of these videos and didn't realize that I had this background.
Yeah, I don't think they can see it, but basically Morgan has kind of a. It looks a lot like the pants you would get on coach seats back in the 80s.
It kind of looks like the texture that they have on bus seats, like they were saying, where it's like the neon splash, and like all it is they have these intricate, crazy designs so you can't see the urine and blood and poo stains.
That's why they have
Yeah.
moquettes. It hides the dirt. It's true.
That's like casino carpets or hotel carpets are always very busy.
Yeah,
Can't see the bloodstains.
that's why I like to have full onesies in that in that style.
Oh, God.
Oh.
What is happening with your body?
I just eat a little strange.
How's your dick or with your ass?
Tuhu, the humble choice. Brad Hahn, this kind of reminds me of Machinarium and other.
Machina. Never mind, I can't correct you.
Machinarium. Maybe.
And other Ammonite designed games. My favorite point and click game, one of my favorite games of all time, is the Discworld adventure game.
Oh, I remember that. I think that was made by the same people that made Blazing Dragons, which is what I was talking about. That was the game that they made before Blazing Dragons. But yeah, Discworld was incredible. I forgot about that game. I wonder if you can get a. I wonder if you can get a emulation of that. I used to own it.
I'm sure. Brad Hahn, Leisure Shoot Larry. Wow, that brings back memories. I played that one on the Amiga way back in the day. Danny, what's an Amiga?
You know, I have an Amiga. I just trying to see, and I also have Leisure Suit Larry somewhere. Leisure Suit Larry was an adult themed game, shall we say?
Yeah.
Do you think we could get away with recording that? Is it pixelated enough and old enough that like that could go on YouTube?
I don't think anything really happened in that game that was that bad, was it?
You'd be all right. It should be.
I mean,
okay.
besides the idea of it. Right, the idea of it's terrible.
We might as well just go for the real thing. There's some crazy porn games on Steam.
Loot Apocalypse.
Maybe that's my Amiga, but I don't know if you can see it properly.
No, we cannot.
Anyway.
Which just looks like a keyboard.
Pretty much, yeah.
Where am I supposed to try to see this?
Sometimes people watch this stream as well so that they can read the chat and interact with the people.
I can see Morgan and Zach, but I don't actually see you because I don't have the stream up.
There you go. I'll send you a picture of my Amiga. But anyway, the Amiga's great. Leisure Suit Larry's great. I'm sure you could probably emulate it. Yeah.
It's got to be. There's got to be a modern version of it, right? I'm sure they wouldn't just abandon that title.
No, it's a terrible game. No one's ever done anything with it since the 80s.
Talking about Leisure Suit Larry?
Yeah, there's been some modern ones,
no,
but they're not very.
They've done new ones. I've never played any of them. But
yeah,
they
nobody
also
has. They're all terrible.
Remastered the old ones.
I refuse to acknowledge the new ones. Oh, there you go. I don't know if that works. If I drag it into the window.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. The new ones look cringe AF.
That's a new one.
No, that's an original Amiga.
Yeah, I was gonna say that does not look new.
I'm looking up the new one. See, James, people have these things called computers, and the computers have this thing called the internet, and the internet has something called Google.
And they have these things called external USB drives.
Yeah, you got it.
They're meant to store porn.
For some reason, the 3D version of Leisure Suit Larry looks like Jimmy Neutron, and I hate it.
Oh, that is disappointing.
Well,
I love Jimmy
as an
Neutron.
Adult, it's just Jim Neutron.
It's James. Wouldn't it be James Neutron?
Don't bring my name into this.
Oh. James, why aren't you Jamesy? Or Jamesify or whatever the hell his name is?
I've never met a Jamesy.
You could be the first then.
No,
like
thanks.
your name is James, and there's another guy named James that's on YouTube, and he is killing it.
What?
Yeah.
There can be only one James.
Project Jamesify. Right. You could be making
Brad
a serious bank.
Says this. Oh, this is a quote actually. This is a child's game. I don't need a hint. 0.3 seconds later. This is hard.
0.0003 seconds later.
yeah. Don't overestimate.
Yeah.
You made yourself 3,000% faster.
Well, here's the thing. I was talking about how it's a children's game. I don't need a hint because it's a children's game. And I was like, there's no puzzle I can't figure out. And then I said, it's hard. I need a hint. And I got the hint. And the thing is it was telling me to do exactly what I was doing for like 15 minutes. And it wasn't working. And it was just that I had to like be in a certain spot. Like,
so you weren't doing what it was telling you to do.
Here's the thing. I was doing exactly what it was.
Now let's move on.
I was doing exactly what it was asking. And I never did anything different to beat it. But just one of the times that I did the exact same thing out of 100, it worked.
Hey, James, we all believe you, and we feel so bad for you that the game designers did this to you.
Thank you. But don't think that I am stumped by a children.
Are you going to be in the new Jamie Kennedy biopic? I'm just asking for a friend.
Are they really doing a Jamie Kennedy biopic?
I don't know, but you look just like he's Malibu's Most Wanted in front of me. I just noticed. Are you like Justin Bieber? What's up with the backwards baseball cap?
Hey, I helped him with that.
Oh, is this?
Wait, yeah,
James,
James, put it on front ways, and then Zach, you tell me which way you like better.
Everybody close your eyes because my hair doesn't look very good, so that's why I'm wearing the hat.
Well, then just spin it round.
Looks like he's going to be part of like the new kids on the block.
Like,
oh, yikes!
I liked it better back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, that's true. But what about without the hat?
I think he
No.
looks fine. It looks
It
fine
doesn't
without
look
that.
as bad as it did before. I think the hat actually helped it. But I have not bathed yet today. Oh,
This
Dude,
year.
sometimes that's the yeah, this is the sexiest thing, not to bathe. Got to have that
Okay.
funk. Fine, put your hat on backwards. I'm surprised you don't have like a
I
gold
saw
Rolex
Jamie
on
Kennedy.
too.
I've seen Jamie Kennedy perform stand up 2 times, and the more
Has it-
recent time was
Hasn't
better.
she?
but
Isn't she like a right wing troll now?
Jamie Kennedy?
Am
He's a
am I
man.
weird? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Jamie Kennedy's a man.
He
Who
is
am
a
I
man,
thinking
but
of?
he is
Oh, I'm
kind of
thinking of
right
just
wing.
Kennedy.
There's a
What was
person
that
just
lady from the
Oh, you're thinking of
MTV
Sarah
days?
Kennedy? Oh no,
Jennifer.
love you.
Oh, the one that's married to the Wahlberg guy.
Her name is just Kennedy.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Jenny McCarthy. That's who I was thinking of.
There is a right wing troll. I think her name was Sarah Kennedy. She did comedy shows at the West Side Comedy Theater, and towards the beginning of COVID, her and I fought online so much that eventually she permabanned me from being. I guess I can't read her things anymore.
That's a bummer. That's real sad.
Yeah, honestly, it was probably for the best because I was not enjoying myself when I was commenting about what a racist piece of shit she was. So I think.
Holy moly.
So I mean,
Coming
she
out.
was awful. Like everything you could. Like I think I've lost probably like 10 people maybe 3 people I was actually friends with, and like an additional 7 on the outskirts of that I just like would go in and I'd be like, you ignorant human being, blah blah blah, and then eventually they'd defriend me or whatever.
How do you do
Well,
that?
Eventually.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You get just instructions on how to make that
One
happen?
day you try to search their feed to see what thing that you can yell at them about, and like they don't like you can't look at.
Wow.
them.
So
Sorry.
you were looking to
You were
troll
looking-
Yeah,
them.
you were
The
seeking
troll-
him
Yeah,
out.
you're the
Prompt is
troll in that
empty.
situation.
Oh,
The Billy Goats aren't coming anymore. Where the fuck are these Billy Goats?
Yeah, it's time to
Yeah,
pack a
someone
bag
go
and
to
go
Billy
looking
Goat.
for Billy Goats.
Then you go to Billy Goatville and you find them.
Knocking on the door. Ulasal's botnet. Damn it, James. Are you the one who's been keeping the Danny Souls from us?
Yeah, I was.
Wait,
But,
did someone
you know-
delete my comment?
I didn't think it was a good comment, so I deleted it.
I replied to this one.
Danny,
Did you ever hit the enter button?
It's nothing to do with me.
held for review? Is it held for review?
Nope, I
Maybe
checked
it's
all
up
the
for
held
review.
reviews.
It's from GameFront VODs. It should be.
Nope.
Nice work. You're all
Nope.
cut up.
Nope.
Weird.
It's work. You're all caught up. Yeah.
Well,
You're
it
doing
essentially
guys.
said it could just confirmed what you thought, Ulasal.
Yeah, it's James's fault.
Well, I was gonna have all the videos come out on one day, just spam the channel.
I
But
think that's
it's,
the best way.
Anyway, Isaac Sims says,
We'll keep fighting about it offline.
"Hi guys, I was wondering, do you intend to do a playthrough of Oblivion? I know you were interested in that at one point, James, because you loved Skyrim, or maybe a chill through of that new Tales of Arise game that Square Enix just out. Just wondering. The more content you guys put out, the better in my book." That kind of backs up what you just said, but never mind. Yeah.
I'm more interested in Oblivion than I am of a new game from Square Enix. But I guess if it's a popular new game that would, gather interest, maybe I'd be willing. But
You would debase
really
yourself
want-
and play a game you don't like for viewership.
well, it's not that I don't like it; it's that I've never heard of it. Oblivion is something that I look at as something that I should have played by now. Like I can't believe I haven't. I'm a big
Is
fan of
Oblivion an
Skyrim.
MMO?
No,
it's just like
it came out
Skyrim.
before Skyrim.
Yeah. Patrick Stewart's a voice in it.
Really?
Oh, that's cool.
Sir
Oh.
Patrick Stewart, I believe.
Oh no, it's a 2013 sci-fi action movie with Tom Cruise.
Oh, that was
Podcast.
the problem. I kept
Yes.
turning it on, and I never got past the first 2-hour cutscene.
Here
Oh
it is.
my.
In the year 2077.
To be
Jack
fair, that's
Harper,
from the
Tom
director
Cruise,
who did the Tron reboot.
works as a security repairman on an Earth left empty and devastated after a war with aliens. Jack has 2 weeks left before his mission ends, and he joins his fellow survivors on a faraway colony far away. However,
Faraway.
Jack's concept of reality comes crashing down after he rescues a beautiful stranger from a downed spacecraft. The woman's arrival triggers a chain of events that culminates in Jack's nearly single-handed battle to save mankind.
Damn.
I just don't see how that ends and the beginning of Skyrim happens with the wagon ride to Helgen.
Well, you don't know what happens. I mean, you got to watch the movie. And you know what? I'm glad they specified after it said that he found a beautiful stranger or whatever to save, and then it said it was a woman, because would have been a curveball. Tom was hooking up with a dude.
Yep.
Play Oblivion, you lout.
And then Pelagius comes in with a spot-on comment. Something's fishy about this game.
I'm guessing there was a fish.
Literally on the cover.
Every planet is like a fish. It's like a fish.
You remember in Golden Axe when you ride on the back of that eagle?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, that was sick.
That's an interesting reference. I do not. Golden Axe?
Remember? Yeah, Golden Axe.
Golden Axe is great.
I think it's like level 3 or something. You ride on the back of an eagle and you fight a bunch of guys and they take you to the other side where then you're like in the castle-ish level.
Yeah, I never played Golden Axe.
You didn't play it in the arcade?
No.
I did.
Oh,
I
man.
had it on the Mega Drive or Genesis.
I think I had it on Sega.
Yeah, exactly.
Genesis.
Yeah. I should play through that.
But I also
want to play through
arcade.
some of those old stuff.
Oh, Golden Axe takes like 15 minutes to beat.
It's great, yeah, but I mean,
it's
well,
crazy.
It depends. I mean, it shouldn't take 15 minutes, but it does if you know what you're
Well,
doing.
you got to
take
play
more
by
than 15
arcade
minutes,
rules.
though.
What you got to do is you got to play by arcade rules, where every time you lose X amount of lives, you put a quarter on the table.
Well, the arcade
remember
version
coming back-
predictably is
I
way
think that
harder.
they have an
so-
updated version on Xbox Game Pass or something.
Well, yeah, but I think it's a kind of a completely different style of a game too. I do know what you're talking about in the remake for the
Is it
Xbox
not the
360.
same?
Oh, they did like make an update, but maybe they do have like the original, like retro Sega version or something.
Yeah, because Xbox has a bunch of those like
Yeah,
they just
you're
like
right.
port them up to HD essentially.
Yeah.
Or even then.
Yeah, but yeah,
So-
we'll look
My
into
problem
it.
with
Oh,
those
did you guys hear
games
about
are-
GoldenEye 64 or GoldenEye 007's getting made for Xbox?
No,
That's
Yeah.
cool.
is THQ
Well-
involved? Is it THQ?
It's Rare that made the game originally.
Yeah, but here's the fun thing. Didn't they already?
THQ.
They already
Not a
made.
wrestling game.
They already
They
made a
make my
port of
favorite
that.
wrestling game. I wanted to make that too.
They already made a port of that for Xbox Live, which never was released. And someone leaked it online, and we did a video on that. And I wonder if it's that version because I
No,
looked at the
that
achievement
wasn't a
list.
real leaked version. That was like someone's modded version, right? It wasn't actually.
No,
like,
it was
made-
the actual Xbox Live Arcade port, like legit. That was leaked.
I don't know, man. I don't go to GameFront for game news.
Okay.
Anybody need a
it was
rapid COVID test?
Actually, I would like one. Why? You got an extra?
Pendant has 50 of them for some reason. He's scalping them.
Is
So
this
if you have
somebody
a-
that is our friend, or is this somebody that
If you've
is,
got $150, he'll send you one.
What?
Yeah, he's our
Oh.
friend.
How much do they cost to get in the first place?
I don't
They
know,
free?
like $10.
I thought they are giving them out
No,
for
they're
free.
like $20.
Listen, just give me $150. I'll send you one.
Ah, you got me. Here's my money. Take my
It
money.
costs
The
0.53.
last time I bought rapid COVID test from Pennant, they just showed up as pregnancy tests.
Yeah, it's the same thing. There's
Did you still
lines,
pee on
there's
them, though?
it.
Oh, yeah, I peed on them. I'm pregnant.
Yeah. Oh man.
You should ask for a refund.
Whoa.
Okay.
Mazel tov. Congratulations. What are you gonna
Actually,
name 'em?
this is a real thing. If you pee, if you're a male and you pee on a pregnancy test and it comes up positive, it could be a sign of testicular cancer.
Oh, so it's actually not a
Jesus.
bad thing to do.
Well, if you happen to do it and it pops up, you
Yeah.
could get ahead of it.
So
Maybe they should
So
be
that's
used for that
just a little
purpose as well,
PSA
then.
for you guys.
a
Well,
little
I mean, if
PSA.
Right.
In my
This
mouth.
is Voidigo. It's got 2 comments. One of them
James
is
moving
from
on.
Simon DG, and it says it looks a lot like Nuclear Throne. I've never heard of
does.
Nuclear Throne.
Nuclear Throne is another. Well, honestly, it does. I don't think it looks so much like Nuclear Throne, except the mechanics feel. It's another roguelike, but it all takes place in a much more yellowish. Maybe it does look like it. With the cover and in my memory, it's very hot pinky and a lot of like neon colors. And in my memory, Nuclear Throne, the neon that sticks out is the like radioactive slime. but I think that it looked much drabber in my memory.
Dribber. The word is dribber.
Dribber.
Drabber.
Pelagius says,
Wait,
acidic
Zach, turn your head
color
again.
shmup.
Turn your head all the way to the left. All the way farther. Oh,
Please don't.
He's got a man bun.
What?
He's got a little man bun.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to point out my mole or something and be like, it's cancerous. I'd be like, son of a bitch.
No,
But
Jesus.
if you let me pee on it, we'll find out if it's actually cancer or just a mole.
Yeah, if you pee on your friend's mole and 2 little lines show up.
Oh. Yeah, if the circle turns to an equal sign. Start stabbing your friend in the neck or wherever that mole is. Get it out of there.
Pelagius, acidic color shmup. I guess if you have something to play in January, might pick up this December bundle game.
I guess if you have nothing to play in January, might pick this December bundle game. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Everybody try to read it.
You've got to get this before tomorrow if you want it, which this is so far. We've covered, I think, 3 or 4 Humble Bundle choices. This is easily the best one that we've covered.
I guess if you have nothing to play in Jenny, might pack up this December Bumble Dame.
What an interesting series, too, to think, like, you did it right to the finish line.
It's crazy. Like, if you
And
didn't
then, like,
see this...
anyone, like, couldn't go, like, from here on out, these videos are almost, could you say, useless?
See, you still don't understand the concept of the series. And
Thank you, yeah. Please let us know, because we do not understand.
Let me tell you again. You could, up until, like, to tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., you could purchase the bundle. And if you get the full bundle that gives you the best, like, all of them, you actually... I'm grandfathered into this ultimate account.
You say which one to pick in this last video?
Nope.
No, but they can always go back.
Do it now.
So
Do it now.
You see all these, and you can, at any point in time, watch these. If you buy the Humble Bundle before tomorrow, you can wait until you're 99 years old before you pick which games you get. Now, the cheapest version, you only get 3. So you get to pick 3. We don't have to tell you which ones to pick. But if you want to hear my choice, it would be Mordhau, which I already own, so I wouldn't pick that one. Maneater, which is amazing, and Survivalists. But I think this is one of those bundles you want to get the most, like, the whole pack. Because everything in this game, in fact, it's easier for me to pick which ones I wouldn't get. I wouldn't get Tohu. Tohu, is that how you pronounce it?
I think so.
Fling to the finish.
Did you not just say
everybody should have
get Fling to the finish? That's the best
one.
one.
No, I would. That's the best one. That is the best one.
I genuine
So
question.
instead of Mordhau, you're getting Fling to the finish for the top 3.
All right.
Because you have
He's going to fight you, Danny.
No, I just have a genuine question. Did you not say a minute ago that Voidigo was one of the best videos you'd done?
No.
Or did I not imagine that?
Yeah, it did sound
I
like
was
you were
saying
you
that
said...
this bundle's one of the best bundles.
Oh,
I've done.
okay.
Is
I
great.
missed it.
Voidigo is
a
really fun
No.
game.
Yeah, no, I got confused. Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool.
I'd say that it's easier for me to pick my least 3 favorite, which would have been 8 Doors. It would have
Do you
been...
think that and I know I've said this before, but like at the end of it, you take everything and just do like a rundown video, like a 5-minute.
That would be nice, but I'm racing to get these done because of traveling for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. I haven't like the hope
travel's
is
canceled for a while, so
yeah, travel's canceled for a while. So I should be able to do that this month, and then we can pick what our favorites are.
All right.
Fling to the finish.
But Morgan, you should, just so that you can experience what it is to get the Humble Bundle, just get this 1 month's Humble Bundle. And then you can see what it's like. Everybody should just get 1 month's Humble Bundle. Because this is a good one to experiment.
The Humble Bundle.
But you probably have the account that I have. Because if you were in it for a long time, you get all the games.
Crispy AI has an interesting idea. I'll be honest here. Do 1 Humble video a month, show a reel of 30 seconds of gameplay for each game, then give your view on the best to worst in the month, and we can all move on with our lives for 4 weeks. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting idea, Crispy AI. Let's try that this month.
No.
That was
well, each of these videos don't get as many views as one of the Dark Souls videos. 2 videos get as many as 1 Dark Souls videos. So we would be cutting out. If we don't make the videos, what are we going to make videos of?
All kinds of stuff. More Dark Souls.
And what if the mashed up one became really popular because it was
That's
nice and
Yeah, that's the thing. It would be
concise.
one quality video over. I'm not saying these are not quality, but there's just like it's more of a shotgun blast of content.
Ooh,
But
Bukaki.
you would spend the entire that would be many hours to get one content video that it's possible it would do good. But what would be the harm in doing that video after all the other ones, since you got to play the games to actually see if you like
I
it?
would say you do it opposite. You do that, and then you would have like if you want to see more gameplay, click on this little tile.
Well, you
GameFront
know,
VOD's channel.
Yorkie and the Chihuahua does them all separately, and I think he's a fantastic YouTuber who we should all be looked after. So I don't know. You know what? Actually, what you could do is you could stream them all and then combine all them into it, and then I
We
could put them
literally
together.
fucking said this
and then-
so many
yeah.
goddamn times
Yeah,
that
I'm
you
sorry.
must be getting tired.
He doesn't want to
That's
hear
what it's
your
funny. It's
logic
like there's
or
3
reasoning.
versus 1, and he's just like,
No, I'm not taking sides. I'm just trying to broker peace. Let's move on. Let's take it offline.
Broker piece.
I'm trying to. broker
Maybe I
peace.
should stop enabling him and being
Hey.
in him.
Hey. Here's the
Just
exciting
let
thing.
James do what James wants to do.
We've
James
run
be
out.
James.
We've run out of comments, so it's time
Wait,
for
can
my.
I see before the surprise?
Can you do
Oh,
what? Sorry.
I closed
Can I
this
see
one.
before the surprise?
Share it with me again.
Well,
I want to pee my pants.
okay.
Do well with this.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to disappear for a second, that's cool. That's cool.
I gotta turn my camera off because I'm not wearing pants.
Why is he always not wearing pants?
It's an
I'm in
interesting
my
question,
home.
but
I'm in
Why
my
would I wear-
home.
Why would I wear pants in my house, you sicko?
I just want to show. I mean, I still am going to stick with the statement. I'd show up to Morgan's house and take off my pants just to
I
be,
suppose.
part of the Morgan party, showing off our thighs. Because I wear like boxer briefs. I'm not trying to get too graphic, but it's like maybe like a 7-inch.
Sorry, what are we talking about
Oh,
now?
What are we talking about?
I wish. No. The length of the boxer short is like a 7.
Okay. Because I was going to say, no.
Yeah, it's more like an innie. It's like an innie. It gets when it's scared. It's like a turtle tucks its head back in. Turtle.
So while Morgan, what's Morgan? While Morgan,
Front mug. See? Oh God, do we have that thing on Instagram where you're able to take a picture, you're like drinking from the mug, and then you're able to like click on that item and buy it? So we should get that like right now. It's gonna happen.
As a member of the Screen Actors Guild, you can't just take pictures of me and post it.
Ah, dang it. We're gonna have to get a hold of SAG.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Danny, get on it. Oh, what if he posts it from another country?
Probably is a workaround. I don't think anybody's ever done that before.
Got him. I'm so smart. You know what? If you poop in the top part of the tank, you don't have to flush it right away. You wait till the next person fills up the bottom part, then you flush.
Zach, do you have a new face routine?
What does that mean? Is my face bad today?
No, it looks fresh. It's nice.
Oh.
It looks like you just had a peel done or something.
I actually washed last night.
Really? Is that true?
I wondered it too. I was messing
more
with
of
my hair.
that,
I'm like,
please.
"Ooh, my hair is just
I was like, oh, he looks a little crisper
yeah,
than normal.
maybe if I take care of myself more, I'll act
Yeah,
like
do
more of
some
a human
basic
being
grooming,
instead of
you'll be
like
doing
some
really
sort
good.
of orc that just shows up. "Hey, I'm one of you guys, right?" Like, oh dear God, get back
are
into
you?
the cave.
That's
Yeah,
a
it's-
crazy looking shirt you got on. What is?
Oh yeah, it's actually
It looks like one of Morgan's backgrounds.
It kind of does.
It's
Yeah,
the
but-
first time I've been able to fit this shirt.
But I like it. It's nice. It's also a weird parallel universe where James hasn't had a wash and Zach has. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it is.
Uh-oh.
strange.
Uh-oh,
I
what's
usually
up with that?
don't do anything in the morning until I take a shower because my hair. I mean, it doesn't actually look as bad as sometimes it does, but sometimes I'll get out of bed and I'll look like a maniac. I do think the hat has helped me. Maybe I don't need to shower as often as I do. I've got this shirt on.
That's a
Ooh,
pretty sick shirt.
I like that shirt. That's pretty cool.
My sister,
Yeah, your
my
shirt
sister
wins.
got it for me for Christmas and got a matching one for my brother and for my dad.
Oh, that's
But
fun.
my dad and my brother got sick, so we never got together. Oh, so fucking COVID. They didn't even have. They tested like 3 times, and they didn't test positive for COVID. But just out of precaution, we didn't get together.
Crispy Eye. Physically, Morgan is gradually turning into his character from the old Open House series.
Yes,
That's true. Yeah.
Open house.
Open house.
Open house.
That was a fun
right.
series.
I totally forgot that.
It ends so much better than it started. And I wouldn't be opposed to doing like a revisit because the end of that series is pretty crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I like the concept of it, and it it was fun, and I blood, sweat, and tears went into making it, literally because Erin stabbed me with her heel.
Well, you almost got it in the eyeball.
I blocked it with my hand, and she cut my hand with the bottom of her heel.
We were recording underwater, and Aaron was in high heels, and they like get into a fight, and they jump into the water, and we're recording underwater, and like you can see this heel is like this close to Morgan's eye, like kicking him underwater. And
we did it a couple of times, and I was like, "Hey, Aaron, like this looks great, but you're going a little too hard. Take it easy." She didn't. She never turned it down. She went harder. She was fighting me in the water, literally. It was terrifying.
But it turned out looking really good, and you didn't lose an eyeball, but you still have that scar, huh?
I was still bleeding in a pool, which is my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, that's never fun. No offense.
A stranger's pool, by the way.
Yeah. You're the stranger to them as well, so they also probably weren't stoked. It's a two-way street there, even if they were like the grossest people in the world. Yeah, we just had an orgy in that pool earlier. Don't you worry about it. You go piss out a pregnancy test and tell me if you got something.
Hey, Xenolite.
What up, Zeno?
You're just in
All right,
time
Danny.
for the party. Okay, so you ready? So
I'm ready for the surprise.
I think I need this.
surprise
I need this screen shared with me again, though.
Yes. Well, I'm about to share it in a second because you'll know what it is.
Oh, really?
So let me just build it up first. So before I turn on. So this is an idea that Zach kind of had the other day.
Oh, I gotta go.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
scared.
Oh no, it's good. You'll love
Are we
this.
gonna
It's
get
really
banned?
Nope. It's really good. So I've spent a bunch of time setting this up today. And what we're going to do is I'm going to click share so you can see it. And I'm going to click this so the people can see it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of the games that we played. Oh, can you hear me? Are you still there? Yeah, you get your guitar. It's not your
Yeah, I
guitar.
hear you.
So all of the games that we played through during 2021, we're going to rank them based on how good they were. And we've got a scale going from outstanding, which means the best of the best, through to disgusting, which means it was a terrible game. We should never play it again. And the rules for this is basically they're games that either we played through as a series or they were played through as a live stream, but not games that were just one-offs. So like none of the Humble Bundle stuff and other little one-off stuff, because obviously we'd be here for fucking ever. But basically, if we play through it to some substantial degree, even if we didn't finish it, so there's a few things in there like Cyberpunk that I don't think you ever finished, but we'll count them anyway because we intended to finish them. And maybe that's the reason they were bad. So, so this is going to be a ranking of the GameFront of 2021 special. That's my surprise.
Zeno already knows this is going to be a bloodbath.
It's going to be fun. But you guys can get involved as well. So I thought it'd be a good way to get the chat can have a say on things.
Let me put my little lawyer troll hat on. I'm ready.
Okay. So there's not too many games, so we shouldn't take us forever. We can talk about each one a little bit before we decide where to put it. And some of them, that was the other rule I was going to make. Some of them, obviously, you guys played, and some of them me and Zach played. So the team who owned the game gets the final say. I think should be the rule. So
wow,
if that makes sense.
I don't see Resident Evil 1 on here. Was that last year?
That was 2019, I think. 2020, I think. God. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
We didn't get a lot done this year.
Well, we had a few. There's more than I thought, to be fair.
Okay.
So
I played The Forest before, but I didn't play it on stream. But I have played it before. That's where we're starting, right? Left to right, top to bottom.
Yeah, so we'll start with The Forest. Yeah, The Forest was one that we played through, me and Zach, for a while. And I like it.
James,
I
did
think
you
it's
play it
pretty
at all?
good.
I'd say when you
I
jump
did
into
not
the
play
forest
it
and you
yet.
first start playing it, you're like, this is outstanding. And then the longer you play it, you're like, this is good. This is okay, I guess. And then you get bored of it.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I got bored of it. I did the learning curve, and it was being constantly updated, it seemed, or at least Danny, you had information from a previous version, and so I'm gonna put it. I'd say okay,
I would also vote okay.
because it's not
Yeah.
bad, and like I haven't played it in a while now, and maybe
It's
they've made
not
some
bad.
upgrades.
The graphics are decent. It has VR capabilities, right?
Yeah,
Oh, does it? I
I'd
didn't
say
know it had
that's a
VR.
bonus.
Oh, that's maybe a reason to revisit it then. Just to
Yeah, you wanna
experience.
get
Danny,
sick,
if
that's
you
the way to do it.
yeah, exactly, Danny. What are you doing?
But I'm not gonna change my vote based on that. I agree. I think it's okay because,
It's okay.
like you say, I think it was great when we started out, but I got fatigued with it pretty quickly, and then I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's
And now Danny wants to be plugged in. Plug me in. Put me in there,
well,
Tank.
okay.
Put
so
it on
we're-
okay.
So
Put
we're
it on
thinking.
okay.
So we're thinking okay for the forest.
Okay,
Yeah.
save and download.
We can always revisit it when we get to the end as well if we don't like what we've done. So it's
Dark
not
Souls
final.
2 is outstanding.
Dark Souls 2
Ooh.
is a heavy
I
hitter.
would
so,
I would call it good.
Good.
yeah.
No.
Wait.
So
First off,
No.
isn't it your favorite Dark Souls?
Dark Souls
Yeah,
James?
2?
James. Yeah,
this
you've
2 or
said that
3?
so many times. 2.
Which one is this? Well,
Just
here's
said it
the
now.
thing: is
God
like
dang it.
now that I've beaten Dark Souls 3, that's my favorite. And I it took a while for Dark Souls 3 to really win me over. And then playing Dark Souls 2 after
Zeno has a good point. We should save all of the Dark Souls games for the last. We'll put
that,
those.
that,
Okay.
I agree with
I
that.
think that's
Let's
where
save-
we've all played them.
Just-
There's going to be the most contention in there.
Okay, Danny, you gonna try to get them in the right order still, though?
There we go.
Still fucking it up.
there
There we
you
I
go.
put Dark
Alright,
Souls
just-
3 first
okay.
because that's the best one.
okay.
Okay, well we'll get
We're
there.
not deciding that now.
Well,
Voted on
let's
that.
put it in the order that I think would be
Okay.
a good order for it.
We'll
Yeah, there you go.
we'll leave all the Dark Souls games
Do
until last,
outstanding.
and that gives the chat a good amount of time to debate which Dark Souls is the best.
It Takes Two won like Game of the Year or something, right?
I think it's outstanding. I think it's. Have you guys played it yet? You two
I
need
never
to
played
play
it.
through
Well, here's the question, Zach. Do you think it's better than a Dark Souls game?
Ooh.
I don't think you can.
Ooh.
That's like apples and oranges, though, isn't it? I mean, that's,
Yeah, it's a pretty difficult. I mean, different because this is has to be co-op.
Was it
Can't
apples
play
and
it
oranges,
without-
or is it like gas station cake versus like
Ooh.
cake from a bakery?
that's rough, man. That's like suggesting all games.
I'm
are cakes.
asking. I don't know.
No, I would say this is like two fancy meals, but one's like you got the chef's table and he's doing you like a 10-course dinner. And the other one's like it's still made by that chef, but you picked out what you wanted and you're there with your like maybe who cares because it's just you. Like you just went to the restaurant on your own. So I think I kind of need to flip those actually now that I think about it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, I think
Because
he's
Dark
doing that
Souls is
backwards.
is a heavier game. Like it has a lot more to it, but I was very satisfied with It Takes Two's.
You think the gameplay and the experience is on the same level?
Yes.
I
Well,
think
what I got from it, like the satisfaction from
You're
playing
not
It
gonna
Takes Two.
I haven't played it, but you're not going to play It Takes Two for 90 hours. But the amount of hours you play It Takes Two is packed.
I'm-
as fun as you can imagine.
I am like literally clamoring to try and play it again.
I'll
Oh,
play it with
interesting.
I would love to play
Like,
it again.
Yeah.
I was
and
actually
there's
thinking
mini
about.
games in it. There's
Maybe
just like
maybe Zach and James and me and Danny.
I was going to
Oh,
say
yeah.
I think we should do is like series on the channel
Take a
rather
race.
than just on Twitch.
Cute boys
and do it
versus
again.
other boys.
But
Oh,
um,
we're the
what?
cute boys.
What the
yeah.
what
no,
the heck?
No, we're
I-
the cute
Zach
boys
and I are the cute
versus
boys.
you guys are the
Yeah.
other boys.
Yeah, cute boys.
But yeah, It Takes Two is definitely for me the best game I've played in a long time. So I would put it in outstanding personally.
Wow.
But
All right.
I mean, if there's any contrary opinions, we can always. I think it deserves it.
They
It's-
are definitely different, though. I mean, yeah, it's hard to compare these two.
Wait,
yeah,
why
I
are all
would
the
not
Humble
compare. them.
Bundle
Think that,
games
like-
in here?
Oh, because
many
we'd
hours
be
did
here
you guys-
forever if we did
Yeah,
all
how many
Humble Bundle
hours
games.
did you guys play It Takes Two?
I don't know, maybe 12, 13 hours, something like that, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
If you only played Dark Souls for 12 or 13 hours, I don't think you'd have as much fun as only playing It Takes Two for 12 or 13 hours. Like,
Are
in
you making
order
the
to
argument
enjoy,
this should be an outstanding because it's already an
I
outstanding?
haven't played it, but I think it should be an outstanding.
It
Just,
is.
I just think it's important to hear my point of view.
The thing, take the W.
I know, I get it. I see it.
Let me explain why also.
Oh, I was gonna say Danny just likes to rush through everything. So like we weren't able to really take time and play mini games. And really,
Oh,
That's my style, yeah.
That's throwing me under the bus, man. I
is,
wanted to
it
play
is.
some
Oh,
of
I
those mini
found-
games.
hey man, it sounded like you got a new cute boy in your life or something.
I
They're
knew
jealous of us already.
I
Danny.
told you we'd get jealous. I told
James,
you
Zach does get jealous.
when we recorded those videos last week. I said Zach's gonna get jealous.
I'm a jelly boy. I'm just a jelly boy.
And It Takes Two
all right.
Race sounds great though, Pill. Yes.
Biomutant.
So I included this, even though you only did one video, because we intended to do a series on it, and we bought it with company money to do a series on it, and we never did. So I feel like it should be included, even though we only did one video, because it wasn't intended to be a one-off. But
this might be a bad take, but I'm going to say disgusting. Only not based on the look of the game, because I think that the game looks very cool. The gameplay and mechanics are trash. But the expectation versus what was delivered puts it in disgusting. Unless they've done like a ton of updates and changed the whole fighting system and everything, and changed the story around. But I think that this is one of the most disappointing releases from expectation to what was delivered in a long time.
Yeah, I'd say bad or disgusting.
I
would say
played that at
disgusting.
E3, and I really loved the like 5 minute or whatever the 10-minute area they let you play.
You do the series then.
I kind of wanted to, but from your description of it, it sounded like it was really bad. It's funny how a game can give you a 10-minute window into a game that's great, and then it could be something different in the full experience.
Yeah, I mean, it just you could just tell what it was gonna be after one video. It was like, have they abandoned this, or are they still updating it, or what's going on?
I've not heard a lot from it.
I don't think it was ever a game that was going to be like seasonal or have updates. So, or they maybe because of poor reception they tried, but I just remember the gameplay just being really dull. The mechanics of the fighting was really like thin, but because you had pistols and melee. What happened?
Publisher THQ Nordic, my guys. Oh my guys!
It's a shame. Well, I mean, it's funny because I thought it looked really cool when it was being promoted before it was
We've
released,
talked about this before, I believe, but one of my first investments in stocks in a company was THQ.
Oh, really? And it just
because I loved Red Faction, and then when the company went bankrupt because all they were doing were wrestling games, and they were just like licensing to the basically the inevitable end because they made what? Yeah, besides Red Faction, I don't think they had too many original IPs.
They have, I suppose,
that were like hits that did well. Because I mean, Red Faction had a few sequels, and it was also like originally on the PS2. Is the reason I got the PS2 is because it actually had like damage. You could destroy terrain,
the walls, and you could technically go through the walls and come behind somebody with a tunnel.
And they had a gun, I think, that you could kind of see through.
They removed that from the other Red Faction games. What?
Pretty much, it didn't have that mechanic. I mean, you could still destroy everything, but it wasn't really as necessary.
There's a lot of stuff in here. They've got Star Wars Jedi Knight Collection.
Well, that's licensed stuff, though. I'm saying
Destroy All Humans.
Yeah, that's an original IP. That reboot.
Well, that SpongeBob reboot was good.
That's licensed, though.
The Cosmic Shake. What about Knight's Honor Sovereign?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
Darksiders Genesis. People have played that before.
Okay, I liked the Darksiders game until I think Genesis.
Sphinx, The Hunter, Super Lucky's Tale.
I'm okay moving on from going through THQ's title. Now that you've given me that list, I'm not any more excited. So I think we're ready to move on to what is that next game?
So this next game is the Mystical Ninja starring
Oh, so-
Gorman.
I wonder
Was
who's
it a
I
gonna.
played that
remake
game.
of a game from a long time ago?
It
yeah,
does play like a top-down RPG.
I
Doesn't
feel like
it?
I had this
No.
game, but it was really old.
So this game was on the Nintendo 64, and it's basically a 3D platformer that is set in like feudal Japan, and it's basically about these gangsters that want to turn Japan into like a giant musical stage.
That sounds cool.
And it gets a bit strange from there, but it's
From there,
Yeah, get strange from there.
But Zach watched a bit of me playing it, and I think you liked it from what you could see. So I mean, it's a bit of a cult classic, and people, I love it. I think it's great.
I thought this was another game that I played on stream.
It actually, the background of Morgan's thing, kind of that colors and stuff, kind of remind me of it. I mean, I didn't play it. It looked like a good game.
I would put it in good. That would be me, but I
just
don't want to
watched
be
it, so.
biased. So I think it can live in good unless anyone has objections, because it's it's definitely not outstanding. It's certainly not now. It's got a few issues, but I think it's really fun. So I enjoyed it. I just wanted to say,
Is it better than The Forest?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yeah.
yeah.
All right. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the soundtrack is banging, by the way. Like, if you want
Yeah,
some
yeah.
good
It's
music
got
to
a
listen
really. I could have just zoned out listening to the soundtrack, but then some British guy was just talking in the background. Every once in a while.
to.
Yeah, he does have Village on there twice. He'll fix it.
Yeah. I can't get rid of the second one, so we're just gonna put Village on twice.
Wait, why can't you get rid of
Wait,
this?
what?
Because the way the system works is I'd have to redo the whole thing again to get rid of Village, and it's like, anyway.
Okay,
It was
so
a
then we'll
mistake.
cut its rating in half. So it's like a bad and an okay, because that equals an outstanding.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah,
so
there's
Resident
definitely
Evil
some-
5 is first, so we can get to that when we get to it, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can do Resident Evil 5 first, but I was just going to say, just for the comments quickly.
Wait, Resident Evil 2 should go first, shouldn't it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose so. They don't have to be in chronological order, but sure.
Well, now they're not. Oh,
They
No.
kind of are.
I was going to read a comment, and I can't remember where it's gone now. Oh yeah, Hero was saying, can we rate ourselves on this scale too? I'd like to put Morgan in the okay category. That's very harsh.
A solid okay.
what?
Yeah, people keep asking about Rise 8.
Dude, he's a straight up outstanding boy.
I
There's
made the
something
mistake.
written in my background, which is I don't know what it says, but I'm sure that it's not good because
Oh
there's
no,
like,
right? There's a hidden message back.
Yeah, in like the like if you expand the whole thing out, there's definitely like everything's like 69 and like I think it's like a pixelated
69.
red light district
I
alley.
still don't get that.
But I just like the colors.
Oh, there's the 69. Yeah, I see the 69.
Yeah.
It's always been my lucky number. Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2 is fun. I think the
it's
remake
good.
is great. I think it's fantastic, that game.
I would say somewhere
outstanding.
between good and outstanding. Yeah, I really liked it. The problem with outstanding is that I think it should be reserved for games that really blow your mind. And I
like Resident
definitely
Evil
think
2.
Good. Yeah, okay. I guess it would be outstanding. It's like right on the cusp of outstanding.
I was never a big like I never played it very much. I was too scared of it back in the day, and I just started playing it because of its retro. Like it has to be with the camera and stuff, and I'd give it an outstanding, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, the
especially
remake.
going from 1 to 2, I think that like 2 is the gameplay is so much more fun for me.
Then number 1.
I just want to clarify something quickly. So Zach, are you playing the remake or are you playing the original PlayStation 2 version? PlayStation 1 version?
I'm playing the remake.
Playing the remake. Because the remake has like the modern, so that's more like the newer games with the camera and stuff.
Oh, I know. Yeah. But it's still not like. Still has that Resident Evil, like I'd say, like chunkiness to it, where you like move around corners, kind of like not a human being would.
Yeah, but not as bad as 1.
I
didn't
liked
play
how
one,
bad
so.
1 was. I think that's something that I enjoyed, like the forced camera.
You liked how bad it
angles.
was.
That's when you're like the camera's just like maybe placed over there, and you're like kind of running towards it, maybe.
Yeah, I hate that.
It
no.
was a struggle, but I enjoy the like
That is what it was.
Yeah,
It's so
I don't
disorienting,
know.
though.
I get that too, though. There's like games I played in the past, and then they, remake them, and I'm like, well, that's not great. Battletoads, there's one for instance.
I haven't played the
Oh,
remake
man.
because you told me how
Oh,
bad it was.
it's terrible,
But
but I
like,
love the
I
original.
mean, I would cry myself to sleep if we put it in good instead of outstanding.
I think it should go in outstanding. I would at least
too.
say I also that the Resident Evil 1 game, I consider that one outstanding. I think it's equal.
I would put one in outstanding as well.
Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, that's a high bar. But
I
if you feel,
I tend to live in the extremes though, so I don't know if I'm going to end up with anything in the middle.
I think
Either love it or hate it.
outstanding should be.
Forest?
I think outstanding should be for the best of the best, like absolutely
That's kind of what I
phenomenal.
was saying.
And
like,
I don't know
my
personally.
opinion-
I don't know if Resident. I think it's good. I don't know if it's necessarily outstanding.
You already lost though, Danny.
Okay,
Drop it
They
in
couldn't
good for
stream it.
now.
you guys played it, so you guys get the final say. So
Well, I'm gonna have a lot more arguments for outstanding games, so I don't want to use up all my slots. So just drop
Okay,
Resident
well,
Evil
if you're
down
not
into
gonna,
good.
yeah, bring it down to good. As
You
long
can-
as, I just don't. I hate to think of you.
I'm looking at all of
I
these
know.
outstandings
RE5
coming out, and I'm like,
outstanding game.
No,
we can
I think
we can
good.
rejig this at the end. Remember, so it's not in
Yeah.
stone just
Yeah.
yet.
I'm
I
gonna say
think-
RE5 good.
Okay.
I think good at best. I think okay.
oh,
like-
outstanding at least.
I think it's good.
Talk about enjoyable jank. Like that's the jam.
Well, here's
it's
an
like
interesting
a really
fact.
Good B movie.
Here's an interesting
Yeah,
fact, though.
It's a great B movie.
I think so, but it's the only game that we've all played through all the way through this year.
Uh-huh.
Me and Zach did it, and you and Morgan did it. So that
Thank
says
you,
something,
Danny.
I think. But and the other thing I thought when we played it, I originally thought I'm not going to enjoy this so much, and by the end of it, I was like, I really fucking enjoyed that. I want to play more of it. So
It's fun.
yeah, it's just not Resident Evil-y.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's very different from anything else Resident Evil, which makes me think it should go in the okay category.
I would say
Yeah.
okay, it's fine. Yeah,
I'm
Or
saying good.
Good? I would say good. Yeah, let's go good. We got 3 for good. F
Yeah,
James.
I think good. I think it's one of those. It's so bad, it's good. It's like Pill says. It's kind of a Tommy Wiseau's The Room. Like it's good,
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
shouldn't be.
I mean, the Shiva, Chris. How much fun do you get just from yelling at each other over that kind of thing? I mean, James didn't have
Yeah.
any fun, but like Danny
No,
and I, we had
'cause
a
he
blast.
never got to the door first.
Yeah, exactly.
I-
Oh my
Chris!
god.
Chris!
Danny
it's
and I
still.
did have some moments.
Oh god, it's still stuck in my head. Like randomly, when I'm annoyed with someone, I'll just be like, "Chris."
And then the deaths, like cinematics, were great too. I
Yeah,
don't know,
it's
just
so
the way it was
cheesy.
just like the last thing you heard was your name yelled, and then your body just like fell forward.
Simple Machine says if Resident Evil 5 is going above either Valheim or Cyberpunk, I'm going to get stabby. I mean, it's
Oh,
possible that
I think
might.
Wait,
one of
what was
those
that?
one of those you're gonna get stabby on.
Oh yeah,
One
Cyberpunk's
of those
going
two.
down,
and it's not
dog.
Valheim.
Wait, what
Cyberpunk
did you
should
say?
be lucky to be on this. I think we'll just leave it with that.
I'm
other
going to
argument.
try and
He's-
we'll
what was
move
the-
on to that. in a
Wait,
minute,
dump
but-
the village in somewhere.
I haven't played it, so I can't say.
I don't
So-
know anything about it.
So me and Zach
That's
played
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
8.
Village. Yeah, it's Resident Evil 8.
It's got to
basically.
be good as well. I mean, I almost want to say outstanding, but it is just because I'm a first-person shooter guy at heart. So
Yeah,
Is
I
it just a straight up first person shooter?
yeah, it's survival too. Like especially if you played on the harder
Have
difficulties.
you played Resident
Tough.
Evil 7?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I agree with. Well, no, it is, but there's an entire section that's very puzzle based. Although the puzzles weren't massively difficult.
The puzzles are made
Um,
for kindergartners. That's why it's a mature rated game, and it makes no sense that the puzzles are meant for basically children.
The puzzles are not as good as like Resident Evil 2's puzzles, but it plays a lot like them in some ways. And it's very similar to 7. It follows on from 7's story.
I love 7. 7's my favorite so far.
You need to play
Seven
Village.
scares me more. So
Do
seven.
you think it's as good as 2?
No, it's like built in the same game engine, right? 2 and 3 remakes built in the same game engine, so they all feel very similar in how they play, kind of.
It's first person.
Yeah. But
I'm going good.
Yeah, I think it's good. I would have put it in outstanding. I enjoyed it a lot, except for the fact that there are some weird, nonsensical things that happen throughout it.
We should take into account though if Euro Truck Simulator 2 was on this list, where would we be putting this, Danny?
Oh, that would be an outstanding by default.
Yeah, okay.
No problem.
It is
But-
actually a pretty highly reviewed game. So
Yeah. Yeah, the Resident Evil engine is very good, and all of the games that are in that engine are good, at least. So, oh yeah, we got 2 villages, so we'll just put that there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
nailed it.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
In the settings, can you delete it on the right on the gear?
It doesn't. I've tried all this stuff, and it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just gonna mess things up. My beautiful presentation. Anyway, it's fine. We'll just have. It was so good.
He did
we
it
can
at 3 in the morning.
I think this is the kind of like because I think it's on the verge of outstanding, so it's two goods. I think
thought
that works.
maybe one of them was to represent the multiplayer thing, because didn't they have like a multiplayer game that came out too?
That's
It was like
Reverse.
slightly different.
Sadly not. So there's Reverse, but it doesn't come out till later this year.
And it's
Bill
gonna
has a
suck
good
a
point here.
dick.
He says that Cyberpunk should be the one that's on there twice. One for the release, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
and one
I was
for-
actually thinking about that because I don't know if I could put it in outstanding, but I would argue till I'm blue in the face that it goes anything below good. It's way better than it released. I've been
Then
playing it a little bit.
You want it? Anything below good is where you want it.
No, it
Yeah.
should be
Oh, that
good
sounds
or
good.
better.
All right, okay,
It should
so,
be
okay.
outstanding, but
Well, you said you'd argue
everybody's-
till you were blue in the face that it should go below anything but good.
that it shouldn't go below good. It should be at
Oh no, it's
minimum
going below
I
good.
think
Believe me,
outstanding.
it's going below good. Okay.
You guys don't understand. They've changed.
No, I understand.
So many things.
Doesn't no.
It's not
The way
about
they
I-
treated the
anymore.
the generation
Pill
that was
saying
treated
one for
before.
PC, one for console.
I would say
Not even
this.
one for console. No, then you got to separate it down to the last gen's consoles too, because the way they put it out and sold it to those
Yeah.
generation, that gen is
They
fucking
got
disgusting,
locked out of their
and they
systems
deserve.
from
Ooh, how hot is it
ransomware,
when
and they
Zach
couldn't
gets
do any updates.
heated?
They got.
I just care about the little man, dude. If I could get into the parking lot of CD Project Red, fucking tires getting slack.
Oh my god!
I'll take all
I
my
can get behind
Teslas
that.
and Lambos down.
Let's put some
pricks,
rules
dude.
on this one. I think we should judge it on the basis of the state it was in when James played it on the channel.
Which
because
just
because
played it a couple days ago.
no, I
dang
mean when you played it on the channel. So because this is all about our videos
Fair, Danny,
from this
that's not
year.
fair, Danny. Don't do it. To
I would say
James, are you about to be in a commercial for CD Project Red or something?
no.
Wait, Shouldn't we look at it as a whole? PC, console, the whole time.
Well, yeah,
how
I
it
was going to say that
released?
I think the problem with this game is the fact that if it had been released in a good enough state, it should have been outstanding, but it's not because they released it in such a broken state.
And even if you take across the line,
even if you take away the old gen consoles, it was very buggy on PC. There was a lot. I played through it. I got about quarter of the way through twice, and I had to restart because my save games got corrupted to the point where you couldn't recover them. Like they got, like the first time it got effed
You got
up
hacked
and like
by another Cyberpunk player. That's part of the
kind
experience.
of. Well, like I went into one of those dream
out.
dances and I came back out and the effects wouldn't go away. And even when you loaded an earlier save, the effects still wouldn't go away. And even when I reinstalled it, it wouldn't go away. And even when I started a new game, it was still broken. I had to completely nuke everything and start
Do you
again.
think it was
sounds
as-
disgusting?
Do you think it was as broken as like No Man's Sky was, and is now as fixed as No Man's Sky?
Yes.
Oh,
is-
it was broken worse. I mean, it's fine now.
Well, that's
It's been-
wild.
Oh,
But
and No Man's Sky
No
is a
Man's
continuous.
Sky was more
it's
just as broken when it came out.
no, it had more promises that weren't kept. I would say that
Yeah.
it was broken too.
Well,
but
the
at
hype on Cyberpunk was huge.
No
was
Man's Sky
supposed
had
to
a pretty
be-
big hype too. But No Man's Sky
massive, yeah.
is like continuously updating itself. It's a live service where Cyberpunk's not that. It's DLC. It's like you bought this thing, you're going to get some DLC. That then all got delayed too.
They haven't charged anybody for any of the updates, and the updates have fixed all of the problems I had.
Well, that'd be weird if they were charging
I
for the
agree.
updates.
You want this thing to work? Give me $5.
$5
His-
more bucks. $5
his-
more bucks. Oh,
But-
your dick's loading in before the rest of the game, and you're getting banned on Twitch. Sorry, $5 more bucks.
Here's what Simple Machines is saying though, and this is what I was going to say. Even though I had to restart the whole game 3 times, which in most situations would make you just quit, right? Like you would give up on that
Yeah.
game. But the story and the immersion was so compelling that I did still complete the game. Like I still went back and did it again and again and again because it engaged me enough that even through all the bullshit, like I still really wanted to finish it. So I
Was
think
this
You're
one
a
of the first
masochist. Or
$70
you're a-
titles, or was it still 60?
say that again. Sorry.
Was this one of the first $70 AAA titles, or was it 60?
It was 60.
I think it was
Okay.
60. Yeah.
I don't think anything besides PlayStation was really pulling that stuff. I don't think anything on
it's gonna
Xbox.
go there.
Was it
Yeah, I think so too.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla? That was the first like $70-$80 game or something. It was quite late last year.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Wouldn't put past Ubisoft.
yeah. But anyway,
do everything.
I don't think we can put it in. It doesn't. We can't put. It should be an outstanding, but we can't because it just.
No,
Here's another
It
It
should
should
be an
never-
outstanding.
No.
No. I mean, if it had been released in a perfect
Annie,
state,
how did you play it?
I
Here,
enjoyed
let me
the
just say
story. I
this.
think it was
Like
great.
since it like all that shit happened?
What about like I have not played this to be fair, but I've watched a lot of like comparison videos and stuff. Like what about like the car like driving into water or like there's just like it's like bad graphics.
If you didn't that it loads in poorly. That's the thing. And then
Not
like there's so many glitches.
anymore.
There's even a glitch I think you were experiencing in your playthrough, James. Sorry to point at the camera. You were trying to break open a window and you didn't break it open all the way, and you kept trying to jump through, and it like shot you back 100 feet or something. You're just like,
Yeah, like it shot me. Yeah, I
Like-
mean, those things were broken, but it's fixed now. And you
Well,
got
yeah, I would
keep
expect the
that
graphical
they-
level of GTA or better on a brand new game.
But here's the thing: is when they released the game, it was shortly afterwards that they were attacked by ransomware, and they couldn't access their
Oh.
computers to actually fix the stuff.
so they're just bad all over. They just suck at
They-
making a
They
game. They suck at
got
keeping
attacked.
things.
That's
Yeah.
very ironic. That
I'm-
It's almost like they yeah.
I'm not
It's like
defending
they
them, but I do
purposely
feel a
did it.
bit. Yeah, I'm not defending them, but they did have a bit of a shitty time of it as well.
Yeah,
You
But
think
they
maybe
did- but
there
they-
were
Simple
there
machine.
was
They
a
deserved
reason
it.
why they attacked?
Yeah,
he's gonna
they-
start
they-
stabbing
yeah.
you guys because you've
No.
dropped it
Zach's right.
below.
They deserved.
I'm
They
gonna
didn't.
chuck
They,
you guys.
they shouldn't have released the game in the state it was in. They just shouldn't.
Yeah,
have
they
done.
rushed it
Like,
because of financial quarters.
Yeah,
And they're
Look at friggin'
backers.
Halo.
I think
Oop.
we should we just put it in okay for now. I think that
And we'll
seems
fight
to be
about
the
it later.
And we can fight about it later.
Well,
when we do our recap,
who's
because-
played it and who's voting? I'm
So I-
saying I'm
so-
okay with it
yeah,
being an
what was
okay.
the rule on
It should
this?
be lower. It should be lower, but James is
Ooh.
the only one who did put a video out.
James technically
Are you
gets the
saying
final
bad?
say because he played it. But
Yeah, I'd put it as bad, but I'll be okay with
Holy
okay.
moly.
That's what I'm saying. No, I'm saying I'm here happy to work
Danny,
on a middle ground.
if you think like I realize that I see the world through rose-colored glasses sometimes. I think it is in the state it is now outstanding. When I played it, it was probably disgusting. But by
2
the end,
years
that was
later.
at the very beginning. But by the middle, by the time I died out on my walkthrough, it was at the very bare minimum in an
I
okay,
didn't-
if not good.
I
I
didn't
think-
spend $60 to wait 2 years for a game to be playable.
I would say that
If
we
it's
can't.
early access, $20.
Yeah.
You got it. You got it. CD Projekt Red. Here's $20.
I'm going to say the rule being that it's about the videos we did, and therefore we have to base it on the videos we did, and it was in the state it was in when you played it. At
I
that
think
time,
at the end of my playthrough, it was at okay.
I
At the
think it-
beginning, it was
Because you
Yeah.
didn't
But-
finish the
But hype
playthrough,
to
right?
delivery is like at least as disappointing
But
as Biomutant, right?
that was
Yeah.
something I was trying to say earlier. Simple Machine put it very well. You can judge it for what it is, not what the marketing team told you it should be. The marketing team that was showing you those ads and things, that's not the developer.
How do you hold gaming companies accountable if they're coming out like No Man's Sky promising you like multiplayer
I agree.
full scale space travel and then it's just like not
And
that.
it took like
Three
a full year
planets.
to get the actual thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you have to judge it on what your experience is. Not necessarily like, yeah, you didn't get multiplayer, but did you enjoy No Man's Sky when it didn't have the multiplayer aspects? I did. I thought the game was good. When it
No, it
first
was
released,
trash
I
when it
couldn't
came
even
out.
get it to load up.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. No
Like in the
Man's Sky.
beginning, it like from marketing to like what they released, like you can't not take the marketing into account because they're saying, "Hey, promise this is what we're going to deliver to you when you buy this game," and then they don't deliver that. That's one of the most. That's why I think Biomutant is disgusting. If I had never heard any hype on Biomutant, I would be like, "Yeah, this game's fine. It's okay."
Yeah. I agree on that, too.
I think I got rid of the
Did you?
duplicate village.
Oh
Yay!
my god.
Oh, how'd you do it?
Look
I
at
Who told you
know.
how to do it?
I
Who
used
in the
that
chat
block.
told you?
Let's go to Watch Dogs Legion.
Now I'm gonna
I-
I'm gonna give you a controversial opinion here.
Okay.
I think Watch Dogs Legion belongs in okay.
Really?
Holy moly! I
think
thought
it
you were just
belongs
about
in
the.
good or
I thought you were
outstanding.
about
I
to
thought
go
it was great.
outstanding.
Now,
I
I love the Watch Dogs series. They're one of my favorite series of games, and it's set in London, so you'd think I would be all about Watch Dogs Legion, and I love it, and I
Yeah.
have played it a lot. But, and it's a big but, so they tried to do a very innovative thing with the fact that you could play as any NPC, so you can recruit anybody you ever see in the world onto your team, and you can play as them. So you can play as an infinite number of characters, and the way they've done that is by using like generic voice actors and stuff like
pitch
that,
shifting.
and pitch shifting and all that stuff. And unfortunately, it doesn't quite execute because the story is okay, but the voice, like, I'm not emotionally invested in the characters. Like in the second game, like those characters. It's all about the characters and the story. Like, it's such a heartwarming kind of silly story. It's you love those characters, and like in Legion, it's like, I don't really care about these characters. They're just throwaway NPCs that I don't, like, I just couldn't get emotionally invested into it, and that is why I don't think it's better than an okay. I wish it was, but
Well, I don't know. I never I played maybe 1 hour of Watch Dogs 1, and I never played Watch Dogs 2. But I thought Watch Dogs Legion was a lot of fun because of the fact that you could play all these different characters. You didn't really get too attached to any one of them, but it felt like almost like you were putting a roguelike a roguelite game in a immersive world like Grand Theft Auto. And you didn't, like, the characters would die. I love those things where once you lose a character, they're gone forever. It's one of the things I liked in Faster Than Light. It's like permadeath to me is fun, and I thought that they took that permadeath and put it into Watch Dogs Legion in a really unique, awesome way. But I can't really compare it to the other games. If you think okay, I'm all right with okay, but I'd put it in good.
Oh, I would put it in good.
I
Okay.
think, and I don't know for sure, but I think it might be partly that you got disappointed with it not being as good as the other ones. But not as somebody that didn't play those ones, I can't really compare it too well.
I'd say the same thing because I tried to play Watch Dogs 2 the other day and I just couldn't get into it. And I love San Francisco. It takes place in San Francisco.
Yeah.
I think you have to just go push yourself through the first hour or two, but once you get it, like, 2 is great. But again, it's
Okay.
all
Is that
about the
what you would
characters
call
and
the
the
best
story.
one?
But
Yeah,
it's-
well, I
oh,
guess
yeah,
they brought the characters back in the DLC for Legion, but we're not
yeah,
rating that, obviously.
yeah. We're
I
not
did
rating that,
like
but-
the I like the permadeath thing. I never really thought about comparing it to Faster Than Light, and that's a pretty good comparison on that level where I liked that. Having to either be on top of it, but you still had different characters with different attributes and stuff. So different missions did require you to kind of like search down and find. Yeah, you were kind of just like stacking your cards or like building your own little squad of
Yeah.
guys that were like, oh, here's the Albion team member that I need to be able to break into Albion areas. Is that the team? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
called?
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
way better memory than me, but yes, that's right.
And yeah, it was, you could definitely tackle the game non-lethal, which is kind of fun. Like, you still obviously could get into stealth and gun or shootouts, but yeah, I'm going with good.
All right. I mean, I will take good because
And I like going to a pub and drinking and throwing darts
Yeah.
and then kicking
Yeah,
a
I
soccer,
never got to do darts.
kicking the football
Oh,
around, as they'd say, across the pond.
I will actually say that as a representation of London, it's almost like, and that's probably the one thing you can say about Ubisoft games is the world building and the actual levels, because it's a work of art. It's like that. It's London. It's crazy. It's insane. Like, because I've been there many times, and it's enough. It's to the point where it just about fools you that this is London. Like, it's pretty. It's pretty good. Like, the world itself. And as Pill says, building up an army of grandmothers to take on the oppressive government
Yeah,
is
that'd
always
be pretty
a fun
fun.
way to play. Which
Yes.
you could do that if you wanted to.
I think
Back
we can
for-
all put Back for Blood in okay, right?
I haven't
Yeah.
played it, so I really want to.
Are you
It's
the only
fun.
one of us that hasn't played it? Okay, I
Yeah.
would. Yeah, Back for Blood. I
Can
was
we
gonna
at
say
least
it's a funny
revisit
one.
that? Because it's a 4-player game, right? And there's 4
Yeah.
of us. Can we revisit and have me play with you guys?
I think.
Yeah.
On Game Pass.
Yeah. No, it's on Game Pass. It's fun. I've played it offline, like I mean, not streaming or anything, a couple of times, which is rare if it's not Rocket League. So yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
There's a couple. My biggest problems with it. So if you jump in by yourself and you join a mission or whatever, by the end of the mission, all of your people will have left, and then it'll just be bots. And then you start the next mission by yourself, and you may never get new players. So then you're just like playing with bots, and there's something weird about the matchmaking.
Mm. Is it in early access? No, it can't be if it's on Game.
No.
no, it's released now. Yeah, but we played it when it was in early access for a bit. I would say
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
It's
Oh,
okay.
James.
Yeah, I mean, it's Left 4 Dead 3. Like, it's not.
Oh god.
I think James is part of the new Avatar film. Oh,
You glitched out.
Bill's
for
got a
second.
good point too, because the decks and the loadouts situation is very confusing. I still
Yeah.
haven't figured out how to buy stuff. I have money and I go to the guy who sells stuff and it won't let me buy it.
Are you
So I
talking
don't
about the
know what's-
supply lines? Is that what you're supposed to actually be buying?
No, I buy the supply lines, but like when you go to the guy with the guns and you look at all the different like things you can have for the guns, like you can't.
Do they-
Oh,
Have
you
some
don't buy any of those except for in-game,
Do they
That's
have the
crazy.
modding support that
Yeah.
Left 4 Dead had?
at least from what I understand.
I have no idea. Danny?
I have no idea.
I doubt it.
Because that was the best
Um,
part about Left 4 Dead. I mean, Left 4 Dead was a great game, but you could get mods and like maps and all this cool. Like,
Well, that's because that one
online
was
thing.
Valve and
But you
Turtle
can't-
Rock or whatever.
They don't
Yeah.
have like the cosmetic stuff where like you have like purple camo or whatever on whenever you pick up a Glock. They don't have that?
Pill says no. You only get the stuff that's in the game. You always start with the default, and I don't think they
Yeah.
have any. Yeah, it's still being worked on, and I think, and Pill also makes a point that Left 4 Dead, wasn't the way it is now when it first released. So it is a game as a service, but I think in the state it's in now, like it's nothing different from Left 4 Dead, except for the fact that you've got this silly card system that I just don't like.
Yeah, the maps were more fun. The storyline and characters were way better from Left 4 Dead and Left 4 Dead 2. Like Bill, I love Bill.
Yeah, the characters
then,
are not as memorable. There's only one quest story, which is
Coach.
fine. But yeah, exactly. Like it's okay. I think we can all
Am I
agree it's
having
okay.
a false memory, or can you play as Bill in Dead by Daylight?
Yeah, you can. He just
Oh,
was
that's-
released as a character.
That's
I
what I
think.
thought. Yeah, I love that. I love Dead by Daylight. I wish more people liked that game as much as I did, or do.
Garlic Nexus, well, only one of us gets to make a vote on that.
Yeah, it's at a minimum good.
All right, then let's put it at just good.
Okay.
I would drop it on good. I can't go as far as outstanding only because some of the gameplay is repetitive, but the world is sick, the story is sick. It feels like you're playing an anime. The fighting is fun, even though it does become a little bit repetitive. That's the worst part. If you're really into the story, there's a ton of dialogue. If you're just trying to play more of the action, there's like a ton of dialogue, so it could be a positive or a negative. But overall, yeah, good minimum.
Okay, cool.
Pennant Boyle's telling me that Dead by Daylight is popular, and it is, just not with my none of
With your
my
crew.
group of people are playing it. Like I can't. None of my friends will play with me.
I swear I've
game
wanted the
is
four
not
of us
fun.
to play Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We could do it as a team of 4. It's just obviously a game you need to be communicating with each other.
Yeah, I've definitely had some many matches that suffered because I wasn't
On
communicating.
on the fly concept, how about the four of us as the survivors and a member of the community as the
Oh
killer?
my god, that would be great.
And it could be like a random person each time. And obviously they can't communicate
Yeah.
with us, so they wouldn't be in chat or anything like that. But it'd be like
Hunter, pull!
yeah. And today Michael Myers is played by Pelagius or something like that. It'd be great. And then, it'd be anyway, I don't know.
Yeah,
Death-
I like that.
We'll see.
Death
We'll have to
Loop.
take it offline.
Death Loop.
Haven't played it. Want to, but never
Yeah, it's
got
a you and Zach thing.
I think it's good. I think it's good. I found the concept to be not as. I need to play it more.
Maybe okay. It ran like shit on my PC, so
Yeah.
Are you
Uh,
using a USB drive on a pass-through USB?
I am.
If it's not a solid good, I don't want it up there next to Scarlet Nexus.
Yeah,
'cause
okay,
I
yeah,
don't want to. I don't want to disrespect Scarlet Nexus because I really do like that game.
Okay.
I just don't think it's quite outstanding.
It Takes
I played
Two,
Outward
Game of
for
the Year.
about 10 minutes, but Morgan, you've been playing a whole bunch of it.
Outward is out. Well, I would say it's outstanding with the mods that I've been given because it allows for some fast travel. I could see it being very tedious if you're by yourself and didn't have the mods.
can we count mods as allowing the game to reach outstanding status?
I mean, that's how we're like
Working
we're
so far.
doing
It's
it.
it's based on
how
what
we're playing.
what we've played. Yeah, I guess.
This is your Danny. This is your argument.
Okay. So it's based on
Yeah.
If it's based on
Is it about enjoyment? Because I could not be put to sleep quicker by that any other game. Dragon's Dogma
played
is
it?
like,
oh my
I
god,
watched you play it.
that's brutal.
Yeah.
I've woken up
Outward
and
is
been like,
so
time to get
fun.
my day started, and then I'm like, oh, I'll just go back to bed.
Wait, you don't have fun watching Outward?
No. It reminds me of Dragon's Dogma, where it's like just a constant, just. I just can't remember. Oh, Dragon's Dogma. One of my nightmares waking up to
what?
watching that too.
You don't like Dragons? Okay, I'm gonna fight you when we get to Dragons.
Same repetitive attack. You're just constantly doing this with your two daggers, jumping up on a thing.
You play through? Did you play through the entire game?
I bought the game and I started it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
Did you play
I
through the
wanted
entire thing
nothing.
though?
How do you do that to something when it just destroys you?
But you end up playing you. I'm mad. We'll fight when we get there.
I bought Outward. I got Outward back when we were trying to figure out what to do when we were doing Revenant. I have Outward.
Yeah, I actually want to
played it for about
stop.
10 minutes also.
I want to stop my playthrough and have us do it co-op.
I mean, I have it, so I'd be up for it. Is there an Outward 2?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, I mean, I have it.
It's
I
in
do wanna give it a
development.
shot, but in the 10 minutes I played, I was like, it didn't seem fun enough. It felt like Remnant of Ashes was more.
No.
Which
Outward's way
that
better
should
than
probably
Remnant.
be on this list, even though we only played it for 2 or 3 videos. Our intention was.
Wasn't that last year too, as well though?
God, was it?
Yeah, which game was that?
No.
Remnant.
Remnant.
2020.
Revenant.
Yeah, we've been 2020. Yeah, and it's now. Yeah, this is from
Jeez
2021.
Louise.
so-
Time is really
my
flying.
God,
I feel
what's wrong with
sick.
time?
yeah.
My brain. I think Valheim is outstanding.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't believe I stopped playing it. It was a lot of fun. I don't remember why I stopped playing.
Okay. I mean, Pill. Is it Pill? Someone said that it was. Someone else said it was outstanding for what it is. I haven't played Valheim, believe it or not, but I know a lot of people.
Really?
good. It's kind of like an adult
Oh.
version of Minecraft with like
Damn.
gods and
What?
bosses.
Didn't they
Oh my
make
God.
you,
Did even
set up a
Did
server?
you even fight a boss, James?
Yeah, I fought a boss. But yeah,
Okay.
those ruins, like, I mean, that is absolutely what it's like. It's like Minecraft, where you go
Minecraft?
gather
No.
stuff.
Yeah.
I've been
It's
playing
a survival
Minecraft more and
game.
more.
I
Yeah,
mean,
so
Minecraft
is
is technically a survival game,
Yeah, Minecraft's a survival game.
but it can also be
I
a
can't
creative
wait
sandbox.
to fight Zach on Dragon's Dogma. Don't worry, guys. I got you.
Yeah.
I
but
just
yeah,
think it's
There's
funny.
that
Someone's
part.
wanting like Pill's like, oh, finish your storyline so you can babysit James. Yeah, that's what makes a fun game.
yeah.
I mean, that's any game where you could possibly, if you have the choice to babysit James or not, you need to do it. I babysat him in
Okay.
Dragon's Dogma too. He wasn't even there, and I drug him along with me.
That's what made Dragon's Dogma at least a little fun. There was a high pitched James screeching around the place, constantly being killed, and you being like scolding him for being so stupid. He's a mage, just like, meow, meow, meow.
It was really funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So
Now that I think about it, yeah. Dragon's Dogma, 10 out of 10. Outward can suck a dick.
No,
12
Outward
minutes.
is also good.
before we do Dragon's Dogma,
Who says sucking a dick's a bad thing?
Yeah, 12 minutes is first, guys.
12
I
minutes.
haven't played it. It's on Game Pass. I have it installed. It seems like the kind of game I could talk Aaron into playing with me. It seems like a really cool, conceptually like time game, but I don't want it spoiled.
I
So
guess
don't want
in this context, we could just let the people who played it talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I just want
Yeah.
to warn that I don't want
Don't
it
spoil it.
spoiled because
Okay.
I do.
Oh, well, we
plan
don't know anything.
Well, yeah, we couldn't. Well, this is the problem. We couldn't spoil it even if we wanted to because we couldn't figure it out. And conceptually, I was very intrigued by it, and in the beginning, I was very happy and hyped for it, and it was fun, and I think we were really into it. And by the time we got to like the 4, how many episodes did we end up doing in the end? 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we literally genuinely were like this close to falling out. Like it just made us. It just
I'm
was-
going good.
it was bad. So as much as I don't want to put it in the bad column, I kind of want to put it in the bad column because it nearly destroyed us.
Oh wow.
Really? I'm saying it's a good game.
Good.
I kind of want to put it in good, but I don't because we just couldn't figure it out, and we just.
Then okay
Yeah, but
would
you
be the
didn't-
proper answer. That's
Yeah, but
between
you
the
were like
two.
that husband that washes dishes poorly, so he doesn't have to do them again afterwards.
Wow.
I know.
Weaponized incompetence.
Whatever. It's like Dark Souls, man. You wipe your brain clean
Wait, you
every
think
time.
that this 12 minutes game is as good as Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 5?
I
or
don't think
Resident Evil
it
8,
is.
Or
I
Watch Dogs Legions
Fine.
or Scarlet
We'll
Nexus.
go with okay, but it's not bad.
Yeah, okay, it's
It's
fine.
got great voice acting.
It's got a stellar
Got
voice
William
cast.
Dafoe, right?
Yeah,
Willem
Dafoe's
Dafoe,
in
James
it.
McAvoy.
Yeah.
What's her name from Game of Thrones? I'm drawing a blank.
Dragon's Dogma is outstanding. Moving on.
It was the Queen Dragon. It was the Dragon Queen.
I can look up the voice cast quickly if you like.
Yeah,
No, it's
just
okay.
put Dragon's Dogma in the outstanding column while you're doing it.
Okay.
Oh my
it's-
God.
No.
As somebody who played
Yeah,
a
you
lot of
don't
Dragon's
know.
Dogma, I would
Oh,
only
you did?
put it.
How
in-
much did you play? Did you finish it?
No, but I played probably like
Okay.
15 hours of it.
Okay, so you didn't play barely any of it because it's a long game. Put it in outstanding, please.
So
I'm the only person who's finished it, so I'm the only authority here.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So firstly, it's Daisy Ridley, I think, who was the
Thank you.
voice actor in that. Secondly, I think just because of the James NPC, I'm going to side with Morgan in terms of the.
Oh, and she's not Games
Let's
of
go.
Thrones. That's Daisy Ridley's Star Wars.
Yes.
Which is oddly enough Ridley Scott's daughter.
Oh,
now,
really?
Here's the now that it's in outstanding, it's not going to leave. Here's the
You
argument.
dirty
I know
dog.
why you
What's
guys
happening in
are
James's face?
trying to rag on it because of some of the combat can be repetitive or whatever. But throughout the game, you play all of the different classes, so like it doesn't get repetitive because you change it often. Also, the mechanic of having those I guess slaves.
Wow. Yeah. Go ahead. Continue on down this road.
They're like ethereal. They're like ethereal. They're
No,
not,
stick with
they're not
the
human.
S word. Stick with the S word.
I don't know how to explain it, but it's a fun
nailed it.
mechanic where you go
You
into
nailed
this
it.
ethereal realm and choose your party and bring them back, but they like follow you around because they don't have strong wills. It's very weird.
Oh, so you've broken them down. You've kind of like.
But no, they want to, according to the lore of the game.
Oh.
This is getting dark.
So what
But
was your
either
character's
way-
name again? R. Kelly.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon's, but in human form. You make them fight until they pass out.
Pass out.
They're sleepy.
Yeah.
Pawns.
Are they
that's
going to
what
wake
they're
back
called.
up? Only if you revive them.
The mechanic is
devotion.
really fun. It's fun that you can share pawns, like when you go into the ethereal realm to choose them. It's the pawns that your friends and people that you're connected to are making, or random ones, whichever one you're doing. I think that aspect is fun. So somebody could like come and grab James and then take him on adventures, and then when I would grab him out of the ethereal realm, he would have different stuff on him, and I could keep it or get rid of it.
Wait,
so there's
why do you get to keep it? It's James's stuff.
keep it on James?
Okay.
But I could also take it from him if I wanted to. He's a pawn.
And you are the king.
The story is super fun. The gameplay is super fun. It's challenging. I thought it was great.
I mean, I won't argue it. I didn't enjoy it that much, but it might have been more fun if I was playing it like Morgan, where I was playing it every day instead of playing it once a week.
Yeah, having the chat help me, I'm sure, helped a lot because there are some confusing aspects to the game. So yeah,
Which would be
having
the
that-
same thing with Outward, right?
Probably.
No, I think I would have fun playing Outward either way. I would
Without
not
the
be
mods, too?
I would not be nearly as far as I am. Yeah, I think even without the mods.
Interesting.
Kamikaze says James didn't like having to use his brain. That's true.
So,
Dragon's Dogma to the moon.
so
I think Phasmophobia goes into outstanding.
I think it's bad.
I don't. I was just about to say I don't think we've had a game with as much of an emotional roller coaster as Phasmophobia.
It's bad.
It's like
It's definitely good.
It's at least bad, if not
It's
disgusting.
at least outstanding, if not
You
whatever's
troll.
above that I can't see on
No,
the screen.
this is not trolling. This is true. This game is bad.
The
You
problem
guys have
with-
been duped.
the problem with Phasmophobia is it's been all of those things. Like there's been times where I've been like, this is great, and there's been times where I'm like, this is shit, and I'm just not sure. I'm still not sure which category it actually falls into. Like
It's bad.
it's
Just
technically,
you washing dishes poorly again, dude.
you know, I mean,
No,
I think it's great how he stabs me in the back there when, you know, me and him have just been. We only played this last night, and you know, you and me are a good
You
team.
played
in Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia last night?
We,
Yeah,
did.
James, we had a fun
Uh-oh.
stream yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Where were you?
we
I was
invite.
working.
I was going to say it's not that we didn't invite you.
Yeah, I was working.
You were at the bike shop?
I was.
Xenolite's got to hit the nail.
That's
on
why
the
you're
head.
dressing
Bad.
like
The
that.
game plays and looks like trash. Thank you.
Morgan, did you play it with them yesterday?
Yeah, I did. That's why I know it's bad.
Oh god.
You want to put
That's-
Phasmophobia in
no.
bad?
No, put it in okay.
I don't think
James,
it's quite.
you haven't played it enough to know.
No, it's going to okay then, if anything.
no,
not
it's
bad.
bad. It's
Okay.
bad.
I mean,
You guys are lunatics. It's because you're not spending enough time to understand the mechanics of the game. It's
You
okay.
think you think Phasmophobia is good as Cyberpunk?
Yes.
that
and
was a
it's
bad
Unity
comparison.
game.
It's Back for Blood.
Yeah,
do you,
dude.
Do you think it's as good as 12
all I
minutes
know
or
is it's
Deathloop?
better than Outward and Dragon's Dogma put together, so I imagine that makes it above
That's
outstanding.
trolling.
Thank you.
That's
Wow.
trolling.
Thank you.
You just
James,
that's
that's
trolling.
why I love you.
When
This
you
is
put those
trolling.
two games together, it's just a little worse than Phasma.
It's on okay. It's on okay.
No, I don't.
It's on okay.
Here's my argument
on
for why.
okay.
If
Because I
My-
say it's an outstanding game, and then that raises it to okay. Whatever I have to do to make it okay, do it.
okay,
I'll come
Ugh.
find you.
Disgusting.
but I was
Thank
just gonna.
you.
The one thing I was gonna say about Phasmophobia is the fact that in the small houses, we've become just about competent enough to just about get the ghost right on maybe one out of
No,
every
we
5
can't.
tries.
Literally,
One of
if two,
five.
if two of the games in outstanding are picked by one person, then we need to reevaluate stuff. Okay, guys.
We are going to
Let's just
reevaluate
make,
at the
let's
end.
just make that clear. This man has put two things in outstanding that only he cares about. Okay.
And we're
I'm
not
the only
allowed
one
to
that-
have
Everyone's
Phasmophobia
palate
in
cleansed.
I'm the
Everyone's
only
palate
one that's
cleansed.
played them.
Exactly.
Here's the
So
thing.
reel it in, bruh.
Phasmophobia is hard, but once you get really good at it and you really communicate with your team and you're able to have a great strategy, it's a game that you'll get better at, and it will.
Exactly.
problem,
And
is
we're
that you're
just a
struggling
terrible
with it.
team.
Yeah, well, this is
Wait,
the problem.
wait.
Is
James,
we've been
you're
playing this
saying-
for months, and we just
Yeah.
cannot figure out how to play it.
No.
It's because
And-
Morgan's dead weight.
Is standing in a room yelling Helen Garcia 800 times in a row and then dying instantly is
To
dumb.
be fair, that is a blast because Jeffrey Jones, man.
There's just there's no like, what's the gameplay? You stand in a dark room and say somebody's name until you die with all of your little
Well,
machines
no, you're
up?
supposed to
Get
get
the
machines
gameplay
to
of
detect
Outward.
the-
You go from one dungeon to the next. You find stuff. Come on, we could break down any game
That's,
down to some
no, that's
simplistic
way
kind of like.
different.
No, no, no,
Call
no,
of
no.
Duty.
no.
I
Been
get
yelling
shoot
until you
I
die,
shoot another
and-
dude in the head. I shoot another dude in the head, and then I get to the end, and I'm like, yeah.
RPG stuff is way different.
No, devil's
Okay.
advocate. We are supposed to use the tools to collect clues. We're just really bad at doing that, but
Yeah.
that's what we're supposed to do. Like, so before
But
you
if
get
you
killed,
were really, if you were good at that and it was too easy, that would be the real problem. It being difficult can't be the problem.
But it shouldn't be that you can't do the basic ones after months of playing the game. It should be like
Months
figure out
of playing the
basic
game?
ones. That's
Well,
what
well,
they said.
this is the point of what I was going to say. The
Danny's
problem,
a liar, and when he says
I'm not.
months of playing
Let
the
me.
game,
No. Well, we played it a bunch of times, but what
he
I'm
means
trying
he
to say
played
is,
it at 11 o'clock at night. His brain was barely functioning.
let me
Oh,
explain.
my.
Just let me explain.
He's in
what I'm trying
Euro
to say.
Truck Simulator mode. He's just like, oh shit, I'm actually
Just-
trying to hunt ghosts.
Let me explain what I'm trying to say. It's not that we've been playing it for months necessarily, but the thing is that the tutorial is garbage. It doesn't properly explain how to play it. Technically, it's, the maps are very basic. It's not like, it's like a Unity asset flip, really. Let's be honest. Like,
Okay, so we're
it's
judging
not.
a game we can barely play on amateur. There's different levels of it. It has
It's
high
fun.
reviews. Okay,
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, but if we were being honest with ourselves, it's not the
Fine, let's
best game
move.
in the world.
Does
Like,
it anyone get happy if we just move Biomutant up to bad? Does bad need to be filled by something?
No.
well, no, not necessarily.
I mean, the thing
we
is
could
that for
just
Phasmophobia, except for like a
night, everybody.
very
I'd
like
be okay if we
small
need to
window, like I never have fun when I'm playing the game. I have fun because I'm hanging out with you guys. I have fun because every once in a while there's like a small scenario that happens. But for the most part, the gameplay is trash, and I'm not having fun with it.
Okay.
So
And Danny-
I can't take Dark Souls out again for some reason because I took them all out. But
Holy
Move them down to
moly!
disgusting where they should be.
Oh, all our viewers are leaving.
bye, everybody.
Everybody's gone.
No, okay.
Everybody's gone.
Danny made
Everybody's
the
gone.
vote.
Let's just
Dark
put,
Souls-
Controversial
Dark Souls.
so far.
These are easy peasy. Dark Souls remastered, outstanding.
They're
okay.
all outstanding, probably.
Dark Souls
Not
2,
Dark Souls-
outstanding.
Maybe
Okay.
Dark Souls 2 would be
is
good.
Your
Dark Souls
favorite
2.
Dark Souls game isn't outstanding.
It's no longer my favorite, and what makes Dark Souls 3 so great is what makes Dark Souls 2 drop to good. It's so slow. There are so many things in
James,
Dark Souls 3 that are
if you're
better
just
than
playing,
Dark Souls 2.
are you playing Devil's Advocate right now to just try
No,
to
I'm
stir
not.
the pot?
I am
I was
agreeing.
wrong.
Are you
I was
sure?
wrong. I liked Dark
agreeing.
Souls 2 before, and I was wrong about it. Dark Souls 3 is the better
No.
game.
Dark Souls 2 is outstanding.
Well, Danny
It's
has
really
no
good.
say except for Dark Souls 1, but I've played all three as well, and I love Dark Souls 1 remastered or the original, whatever. Dark Souls 3, fantastic. Dark Souls
Yeah.
2, good.
It's really good.
I can't
It's
get into
really
it,
good
so,
work.
like,
It's
Yeah.
I'll get into
outstanding.
it,
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I don't.
yeah, but it's really good.
But
It's not
here's
really
here's
outstanding.
The
That's
baseline
the
for a
point.
Dark
It's a
Souls
high
game
good.
is already in outstanding. You can't tell
Yeah,
me
right.
that Dark Souls 2 is the same as Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 5 or Watch
I would
Dogs or
argue
Scarlet
Resident. I
Nexus.
think that now that we've everything up there, we could do a little reshuffle.
Well,
think
Okay, drop all those okays to bad, drop all those goods to okay, and leave Dark Souls 2 in good. That's the only way this would make sense.
So here's the thing. Here's the bonus
concur.
round.
Well, I'll go with this man's decision.
So, and I don't know how much time we've got, but the one thing we could
Morgan
do
Theory.
is order them in the order that we think they belong
Wait,
within
no.
each.
Dark
Yeah,
Souls 2 goes in outstanding, or it deserves its own
You know
tier.
what? If we're gonna do it like Danny says, and then it goes in the order, I'd be okay with it being an outstanding at the very lowest level of outstanding, and then we can then go through these to be.
Okay,
I'm
I
up.
guess. I think it's
I
a
wish we were
high
all together
good.
physically fighting right now.
Oh,
I
well.
just if it's on the same level as Dark Souls 3, it takes
I-
away from the greatness of Dark Souls 3. It's not
You
as
got-
good as Dark Souls 3.
We look at what the rating is, though. So we're going by what 20 percentiles in these. If it's to 100, or 1 to 5, even.
I don't know.
So it's
So
just
it's like the range that you're able to grasp from what good means and what outstanding means, because outstanding could still be all the way down to a 81%, right?
Yeah, it's outstanding should be like preserved for like the S tier, like the top 10% of games, I would say.
which is why he's got most of our games on there.
I'd be willing to drop Resident Evil 5 into okay, Cyberpunk into bad, since that's how it started for.
Oh, let's go. Yes, James, fold on all of your arguments. Keep it coming.
And then put Dark Souls 2 into good.
Back for Blood's
No.
got to go down to bad
No.
then too. Back for Blood's
Nope.
got to go
Yeah,
down
then
to
you have to
bad.
drop everything that's in good
I haven't
down
played
to
back.
okay.
I can't.
No,
I can't
I'm
say
still
that.
saying there is quite the range for them to be docked 10 points, and they'll still be in the tier that they were in. They're just now on the lowest end of that tier.
If you drop everything down one tier,
Well, I'm not
But-
going to do that.
Oh man,
Yeah.
we've gone crazy. Add
But
another
I
tier,
said
Danny. Add
also
another
be okay
tier.
with
Add
Watch
another tier,
Dogs
add
Legion
another
Add another
being-
tier. Call it the Morgan tier. Add another tier called the Zach tier. Then add one called James tier, and we're just gonna put games. That
No,
we
no,
want.
no,
Now we're
no,
gonna
no.
real fight.
Okay.
I think
okay.
this actually, now that I'm looking at this, even if you put Dark Souls 2 up in outstanding,
thank you.
I think
Please
that
do
this-
that.
No, I mean, you already got Outward and Valheim, which I do not think belong up there. You guys
Yeah.
don't play
Valheim
Outward being a
definitely
game that
belongs up
Morgan
there.
is playing right now by himself alone. Valheim, you have
Yeah.
not touched since you guys
Actually,
made Danny
I
set up a
agree
server.
with Zach. I think Valheim could drop down to
Like,
good. I like
you're
Valheim
high.
a lot.
No. Wait, what?
Well, it's. I mean, well,
When's the
why?
last time you played Valheim?
It's
Pull it
true.
up on
Why
Steam.
you
Tell
didn't?
me
You
when's the
didn't?
last time
You
I'm
you
didn't.
not
played
playing it
Valheim.
because you guys don't play. I would play every day if you guys want to play. Let's play every morning.
I don't want to
from
play
8 to 10.
Valheim, so that's what I mean. Like, I the split second I did play it,
Oh, so
no
you know
interest.
nothing about the game, but you just don't like it because.
No, I mean I played it for a second. It was not into my interest. It's a third person like.
Yeah, as a person who loves survival games, it is outstanding.
All right.
I like survival games a lot. I think Minecraft is better than Valheim.
You're high.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I would say that there's probably a hell of a lot more people that agree with me than anybody that agrees with Valheim being better than Minecraft. Minecraft has updates that are incredible. They keep adding
No,
better.
I
and better
would say that.
Are we not taking
Minecraft
into
is-
account how much
Min-
time you guys spend with these games?
Well,
I'll
I still
give
play
you Resident
Minecraft.
Evil 2.
I would
well,
still
no, I
play
know. I meant the ones that are
Valheim.
on the list. But
All right.
you're not though.
Pill
All right,
says
I'm only,
James.
I'm
name
only
one
playing Valheim
boss.
from now on, just to prove a
Okay,
point.
okay.
All
Which
right.
that's good news.
Pill will join you. I bet you could find a pretty good crew to go along with this.
It's Valheim is amazing. It would be a lot more fun with people, and nobody wants to play. I don't know why.
Okay, so Back for Blood, should that live in bad? I don't think it deserves a bad. Cyberpunk I can live with. I think that
And just to Valheim again, Valheim
Oh,
had
God.
the single
Jeez.
day like player record for a while.
look, it's in outstanding. You can stop making your case now.
Thank you.
So Back for Blood, I think should be in good. Back for Blood is good. It's not good, but it's okay.
Okay, fine.
Cyberpunk I can
Yeah.
live with bad because I think for
There is no.
reasons it
Is
kind
there
of-
Painful
Valheim
for
GameFront
that,
server
that-
anymore?
Put
There's not,
Phasmophobia
right?
down there in bad.
Nope.
I mean,
I know it's
it
bad.
kind
I
of
can't
it kind
order
of
in your
Phasmophobia
heart-
bad.
it kind
In
of
your
should
heart
be
of
in
hearts,
bad.
you know it's bad.
It should be in bad, really. It's
The
bad.
only way
Thank
I'll
you.
take
Danny,
that
what the
bad is
fuck
if
are
we
you
drop
talking
Dark
about?
Souls
Just
2
because
to
it's
good.
bad, just because something is bad doesn't mean it can't be fun, and we've established that before. Like,
But
Oh,
then
then
Resident
Resident
Evil
Evil
has to
5.
go
That's
into
different.
It
That's
should be
different.
bad too. No, I think
Danny,
you're
you're
right.
actually full on short bus right now with the Phasmophobia, like
All right,
straight
put
up.
all my stuff in outstanding and everything that you guys like and disgusting.
Exactly. Let's just do that. That's what this is going towards.
no, come on, let's do this properly.
Literally, I
let's do this
put
properly.
one fucking thing in outstanding with you, and it could not be further from Morgan gets whatever the fuck he wants.
I mean, you guys don't have any arguments against them because you haven't played them.
I've watched you played Outward. It's a
I feel-
I
slog.
played about
I-
10 minutes of Outward, and I thought it was
All right,
okay.
I will.
I feel like I
Outward,
feel like
but not
yeah.
Valheim or Dragon's Dogma. We can put that in
Okay.
good.
I feel like Outward should go into good if we're being fair. Like outstanding should be the best of the best of the best. Like
Yeah.
it should be
And I
like
think Valheim's really good, but I don't think it's outstanding.
It's fine. I think Valheim can stay up there. That is true.
Yeah,
If you
it's-
like it and you think
Alright.
it reaches that tier,
it does.
but Outward you had to mod. Okay.
Yeah, that's why
Fast
I
travel.
would concede Outward to good, even though in my like I do think it's
And I'll concede
But-
Dark Souls 2 can now be an outstanding, and I have no problem with that because
Thank you.
yes,
but let's order
Yeah,
the
that's what
individual list, right?
I'm willing to sacrifice Outward to get Dark Souls
ooh,
2
this
up
is a
there.
good card game now.
Yeah, I like this card. game.
Outward's definitely. I could see it being at the very high tier,
I think
of
Dark
good.
Souls 3 has to be.
and
Oh,
Dragon's
okay.
Dogma can stay there too because I
would say,
enjoyed watching Dragon's Dogma.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think Scarlet Nexus is better than Outward.
He needs more.
Well, then just drop Outward down to okay.
No. It's not okay. It's good.
Well,
I was
Resident
gonna see what am I willing to trade for these things. Okay, can Resident Evil 5 go up to good, Phasmophobia down to bad, and you can put Scarlet Nexus wherever you want out of that?
Oh yeah. Sacrifice Phasmophobia. That game is trash.
oh my god!
Yeah, put it in disgusting.
Oh, you want that?
Oh, no.
Then we lower Dark
That's-
Souls 2, baby.
No. I think we're getting somewhere now. So
Yeah.
I've tried to put them in an order where I think they make sense.
Now this feels like I don't know, a little more fun.
Back for Blood has to be at the top of okay,
Back for
right?
Blood's got to go down to go up to outstanding.
No,
No.
But
I
it
haven't played it, but that sounds crazy.
Do you think that it's really better than? Wait, you think the Force is better than Back for Blood? I can.
But I don't think
the
Back 4
Force.
Blood's better than Phasmophobia. I had more fun playing Phasmophobia with you guys than I did with Back 4 Blood's just
Okay.
a fucking brain dead shooter almost.
I know that's
So,
why it's fun. That's
if
why
we-
I play it because I'm like, oh, I want to play a shooter right now,
Okay.
but I don't want to deal with the garbage.
If we're saying just to catch up, so everything that's on the left hand most side is the best of this column.
Yeah.
So let's say the columns are locked
Watch
down.
Dogs Legion needs to go down one.
Okay.
I'd be okay with it being at the top of the okay list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking. It's an okay.
Yeah, we're dropping it down. We're putting it at the top of the.
It's all the way to the right. There you go.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a left.
All right.
That's kind of where I put it, and you guys talked me out of that. But fair enough.
Well, you know what? I guess it turns out.
And you're right. RE5 can go back to okay. That was an overshoot.
But
that was me
above
to...
Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, it could be
Ooh,
before Watch Dogs
okay,
Legion. I agree
okay.
because it's got that co-op, and you're yelling Chris and Shiva. There we go. That's starting to look a little bit better. Phasmophobia in front of Cyberpunk, but that's only a change I would
That's
make.
a personal choice. People are gonna fight you.
Yeah,
I think I think we have
but
to.
It Takes Two. It Takes Two can probably go behind Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 1.
I haven't played it.
Two,
Can't really say. But I would put Dark Souls 3 above. But it's
I would also
remastered.
say Dark Souls 3 is the top.
Okay, move Dark Souls 3 to the top.
Way above It Takes Two.
Okay.
Yeah, It Takes Two goes behind all 3 Dark Souls games.
No, it does not. It goes behind the first
I haven't
two.
played it, but
I would
there
say
needs
3,
to be differentiation between
1,
3.
It Takes Two, Dark Souls. Oh, yeah, Dark Souls 2, Dragon's Dogma.
I bet if we
Valheim.
looked at it, Danny and I
this
spent
is
more
good.
time playing
Danny, I
It
think you
Takes
need
Two
to
than.
stop.
Yeah, right there's perfect. Danny and I spent
no.
more time playing It Takes Two than you
yeah.
guys spent
No,
playing.
that's right.
I feel like Valheim and Dragon's Dogma should really drop down to good on the basis
Yeah.
of
Okay.
this. Like, I don't know if they are outstanding. If I'm honest, like
Well,
they
you
should
haven't
be.
played
They
Dark
should
Souls
be.
2, but we
They should be high good.
Whoa.
I feel
Dragon's
like
Dogma is outstanding.
Whoa,
I had
they're
a
still
fantastic
outstanding,
time
dude. What's
playing it.
happening? What's going on?
Yeah, Valheim is
Okay.
also a fantastic.
Those games you
survival
don't have
game.
voting power on, Danny. You can't just do
I know.
that shit.
Okay, I was just proposing.
And I would say,
it,
I think that's-
Valheim above Dragon's Dogma.
but- okay.
Yeah, because James didn't like Dragon's Dogma, but I enjoyed watching Morgan play it. So
I would say Valheim above Dark Souls 2, but only because I think Dark Souls 2 is in this, not in the world. I think that there was Kamikaze was saying he thinks Dragon's Dogma is disgusting. I mean, I'm sorry, Dark Souls 2. I don't think it's disgusting. I think it's really high level good. And the only reason I think it should be dropped at all is to magnify how great Dark Souls 3's improvements are over 2.
Dark Souls 2 makes me think like of Resident Evil 5.
Yeah.
No, it is not the same comparison at all.
Not quite the same, but similar taste in my mouth.
It's different, but it's still Dark Souls.
Yeah.
And it's
So
hard.
it's like chunky
and
peanut
it's
butter instead of
fun.
smooth peanut butter.
Well, chunky peanut butter's better.
Oh, but chunky
Yeah,
peanut butter is harder to
chunky.
like. You got to crunch down on chunky peanut butter.
Yeah, it's good. I was
Yeah,
a smooth man my whole life until 2 years ago.
Well,
Okay,
I like
well-
where we're at with this list. There's some things I disagree with, but overall, I think we've really come together with.
Oh no, I earned Phasmophobia back up to okay because I put Resident Evil 5 back down.
To bad?
So Phasmophobia deserves to go to okay.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk is actually disgusting, but bad is fine. And Biomutant was disgusting.
How did it get?
I think Cyberpunk is just tarnished by its release. I think that if we came back and played it all and pretended like it came out today, I think it would be much higher on this list. But
Well,
I'm okay with where we're at right here.
Let's play it again in 2022, and then we can do this next year, and you can put it
Then you
back
make
in.
your play.
Put it back in for 2022. Finish it. Finish the
I
series.
can't believe It Takes Two is above Dark Souls 2. It makes me feel very weird. I don't like it.
It's a
Is
very
it
good
that?
game, though. You
I
need
feel
to
like you
play.
guys would never stop talking about it if it was that good.
We don't
We
stop talking about
haven't.
it.
We
li-
constantly
literally-
talk about It Takes Two. I'm like trying to get my married friends that are about to have a divorce to play the game. Like, I fucking live by this game. It is what I'm driven by. The Book of Love.
Literally every time me and Zach pick up the phone, we're like, the Book of Live. It's great. Like,
That's right. We call each other on a landline.
And we go, the Book of Live.
The Book of Live. It costs $20 each time, but it's worth it.
It's so good. It's so good. No, but honestly, you should play it. I think play it, and if you
so
still think
good.
it should go below Dark Souls 2, then we can.
Yeah, there we go.
I was excited about Cyberpunk. I just didn't pick it up because of all the bad stuff that happened. James convinced me to buy Google Stadia to get a controller and Cyberpunk. He's like, it's going to be so good, blah, blah. This great deal. He called me on the phone, literally landline. Mm-hmm. No, on the cell phone. But he called me and was like, you got to do this. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. I trust you, James. And it was a nightmare.
But did you ever get the controller?
No, I stopped the order because I was like...
I did tell you to cancel the order, too. Because I got it on there also. And then I canceled my order. But honestly, I regret it. I wish I don't... You know what? I'm not missing... I had the $99 back that I spent on it, I think, or whatever they gave me that it cost. And, I don't know what came of that money. But I don't have a Google Stadia controller, and I don't have...
But the Stadia didn't work.
If you play it now, it's a lot better. The problem wasn't Google Stadia. The problem was Cyberpunk. The problem was that Cyberpunk was broken, released even on Google Stadia. I've played a whole bunch of other games on Google Stadia that was good, but I don't have a Google Stadia controller.
But you're saying that it works correctly now.
I haven't played Cyberpunk on Google Stadia, but the other games I've played, like Zombie Army 3, I played a handful of games on Google Stadia, and they all. Did
you make up the name of that game?
Yeah, wow, that's a throwback. If anything, I think they're on Zombie Army 4.
It might have been 4. It was whatever game. Like they had a launch when I had it for a subscription. I played them, and all the games worked great except Cyberpunk, which that was at the time that no matter what you had Cyberpunk.
Yeah, it didn't work. I would revisit Cyberpunk. And maybe I'll get one of you guys to revisit Dragon's Dogma in turn.
Maybe.
I bought it, so I have it.
He's sad about it. It's really fun.
It looked fun. I mean, more than Outward.
It's goofy. It's deep. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's really
and the pawn system, right?
The pawn system is great.
Yeah, really fun.
I wish they would bring that into something else,
like real life.
No. It would be terrifying if there was just a brainless human that followed you around. I mean, unless it was a machine. You know what I mean?
Chappie.
Chappie's in here?
Oh, God. We need to cover that movie.
I know. If Diane didn't come out as being super creepy, that movie would still...
God, I forget about that band. Ninja.
Very, very, special place in my heart. But, yeah.
I think you're freaky and I like you a lot.
Well, as much as I hate to say it, it sure seems like we've made it to the end of a stream.
Oh, sorry, guys. We're having fun. James has to end it.
Well, I guess we could do another week of no releases if you don't want to do it.
No, we should end that.
Okay.
But just I think we've come up with a very nice list. Dark Souls 3, predictably, is the best game that we covered in 2021. There's some good outstanding stuff. Some bad stuff, mostly good stuff. I think that means we've covered some pretty good games on the whole.
We're trying to pick good games, right?
I mean, that is the plan. If it was all disgusting, we've done a bad job. But
freaking Biomutant.
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
And we all had fun playing RE5. I just want to point that out.
We all had great fun playing.
Even though somehow it's on okay.
Put it in outstanding.
No,
put it up there.
I think
is this like the Academy Awards?
Put it in good. We love the game, guys. We all love that game.
We all. Yeah, I think we should all say. We can all say it's good. I don't know. It's tough with 5.
There we go.
It's
the winner is Moonlight. It is not La La Land.
But then I think if we're being objective, we could say Phasmophobia. We could be here all day. So,
how many years old is that reference now? Like 5?
All right.
How old are we?
Oh.
I think let's lock it.
Old.
Let's lock it in there. We could go on forever because we could debate.
That's the shocker. I did Live Long and Prosper. Oh, that kind of rhymes. I should be a hip hop dude.
This is what you guys do in Hawaii, right? The
Shaka.
the shaka.
Yeah, no, that is not the shaka.
Neo
it
went.
is
I hope
Shaka.
you play
That's
Neo.
the
then.
Shaka.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna give you one kind. Shaka.
This is Shaka.
You know what? It's good to check the prostate every once in a while. I do want to make that clear. So if you have a friend that wants to give you the shaka, actually subtract the pinky.
And this is the
'cause you-
shocker.
Good lord.
Shocker.
Okay, on topic. People want to see Neo again.
And it's on sale right now.
I think I have it already. Put it on the family account.
Things that are outstanding
We
that
have
probably
a
should
family
happen.
account.
We have. Oh yeah, no, we do have a GameFront account that we can buy stuff.
It's
So if you want to buy
weird
anything,
think that the family account.
Resident Evil 3, we need to start with really.
Checking in on the live camera at the Gamefront house.
Should wait? What it like the
Morgan's air frying tempeh till where it burns.
Because like Resident Evil 3, you skipped it and you went straight to 5.
Oh, we're gonna play 3. Yeah, why haven't we started Resident Evil?
So you should start a new Resident Evil, and then also,
Yeah.
there's other stuff as well, but people want to see Neo.
I think
don't
we were
know,
waiting
but-
for the new year because we were going to be out of town. Just
Oh,
wanted-
geez, that's like
We were gonna be
363 days
traveling.
away.
I've been sitting in my house waiting for you guys.
We're on our way.
Anyway,
Right,
right. Well,
GameFront Streamer House win.
what's the streamer house?
Soon.
We all just live in the same house.
Yeah, like the Paul boys and the KSI crew.
What
with the
what is
Sidemen?
the most Danny, can you triangulate in Flight Simulator where the exact middle point between all of us is, and we'll just get a house there?
I think it's New York
Yeah.
City.
I think it's
It's
the
gotta be
Atlantic Ocean.
Canada or something, right?
No, I mean if you want to
Maine, probably Maine.
wouldn't it be
Maine might do
literally? Wouldn't it be literally in the middle of the ocean?
Dude, we could become friends with Stephen King. He could be visiting the Gamefront house.
He lived in Santa Monica. I don't think he was in Maine.
Yeah, maybe you guys just moved.
What
to
are you
LA
talking
to make it
about?
easier.
Stephen
There's
King.
2 of
Well,
us
I'm
here
sure he
already.
probably has a house over there, but he's
No,
a
he
huge
lived in
fan
Santa Monica.
of Maine.
He's a
Zach
huge
has
fan
friends
of Maine,
that
but
fly
he
out
lived
from
in
LA
Santa
all the
Monica. When
time.
he was kidnapped and tortured,
What does
he
that
was
mean?
in a house in Santa Monica.
Friends.
All your friends that come in from LA and then they're always girls. What's up? Zach, I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
What? Get me out of
Your
here.
little-
Get
Your
me
little
outta here.
friends coming in from LA. What's going on, baby?
Ah. I'm embarrassed.
What's up?
I'm
We never
a
get to
big-
talk to them. They never get to say hi. What's going on? Hiding all
I'm
this
a harem of women. It's like R. Kelly. Oh, they're in a storage unit. You got me. Oh,
So
in the stream.
I just to say I dropped the list so people can play with our top list in the chat.
Oh.
So the link is in there
Sorry.
for anyone who wants to play it.
I didn't mean to leave. I
Um,
meant to just close that window.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought Mad Mikey B joined all of a sudden.
But yeah. Anyway, so that's our top list and stuff. People can play around with it. I've dropped the link in the chat. We're going to go now. Thanks very much, I guess, and goodbye.